Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Thank you for being here this morning. Thank you for being here this morning.
Let's go. Oh, let's start this show. King Roman News gonna come right through. Gonna give you that news just like you know it can do. Hot topics in your face, baby. King Roman knows his place, baby. King Roman News.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning.
6:30 a.m. Eastern time, baby. He's gonna come right on time with the news just for you. Celebrity news, politics, and local news just for you. King Roman News. Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Monday, Wednesday, Let's go. Hey, let's start this show. King Roman News, coming just for you. King Roman News, coming just for you. 6:30 a.m. Eastern Time, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. King Roman News, King Roman News. Let's go. Let's start this show. Let's go. Oh, let's start this show.
Good morning. Good morning, crew. Shout out to the crew for being here. Thank y'all for showing up for me today. We got a lot to get into. And happy Friday. It is a Friday, y'all. Happy Friday. We made it through the week. So I'm glad we're here. We got a lot of things to get into, local news. We got some quickies and rumors. We got some hot topics. And of course, we have our celebrated Black History Month nonprofit who's doing the work. This week theme has been mental health. And so we definitely have shown some love to these organizations. So shout out to the crew for that. Again, the support you all give me goes directly back to these organizations. And I want to thank everyone who cashed at me. Thank y'all so much. I really do appreciate the love and the support. Now, shout out to the crew. Shout out to the dopest subscribers who's always down for just what we talking about today. Shout out to my members and my moderators. Thank you so much. Y'all could be anywhere else, but you choose to be here. So shout out to you all. And we're probably gonna add some more moderators to the channel. But in order to be a moderator here, you have to be a member first. And so if you are a member and you are interested in being a moderator, let me know back channel. Drop it under one of the comments under one of the videos. I would love to add some more moderators. Now, if you have not hit that like button, I'm just trying to figure out what's going on. That's kind of what I'm trying to figure out. Like, is it because you want to wait to see what we talking about or what? Just give me a little love. Give me some hugs and some kisses this morning. And if you want to send me some love, you can always do so by sending a cash app to $Roman L Jackson anytime. It doesn't matter. And if you have not subscribed, please consider subscribing to the channel. And without further ado, shout out to the crew. Welcome. Let's get into the show. Good morning. I can't hear myself yet because I was over here fucking up a banana, but I know y'all can hear me. Good morning, crew. Good morning. Yeah, you know you're a little high. How are y'all today? Oh my God, it's a Friday, and it's a very busy Friday for me. This is like not oh God, it's Friday chill day. No, this is a Friday because after I get off this with y'all, I'm going literally to my workstation into another meeting. So that's why I got my tie over there. So all I'm gonna do is go whoop whoop whoop, and I'm gonna get ready for my my call this morning. So shout out to y'all. And it's been a very productive week for me professionally. I've got so much stuff done. I've got so many positive accolades about the work that I produced and turned out, and it's just made me feel so good. I don't know, it helped my mood this week. So I'm in a great mood today. Shout out to y'all. Thank y'all. Listen, if you are new here from Twitter and you stumbled upon a video that was dropped on Twitter and you clicked the link and you came to the channel, thank you. Thank you so much, and I appreciate it so much. I'm definitely over there trying to get folks who understand and enjoy some of the commentary and things that we talk about. Put a topic over there. If you like it, come to the channel. You're here, open arms. Feel free to drop in the chat, and let me know. Now, along those lines, we received an email yesterday from someone who watches the channel, and shout out to you. I'm not going to say your name or even put the email out here. Shout out to you. Thank you so much. And his email was, I watch your channel often. And, a lot of times when I offer criticism to other content creators, they jump down my throat. So I want to offer this to you and, have a blessed day. And so he or she basically, because it didn't give me a pronoun, was like, you're using certain words in your titles that might be provoking or provocative. You should, try to stop using certain words. And he gave me the words, and I'm not going to say it. I don't need people tracking what I'm doing. And I replied, thank you. I appreciate it. So, crew, anytime y'all feel like y'all want to say, Roman, what we doing here, what's going on, feel free. I'm not one of those, don't tell me what that's not in my spirit or in my soul. I'm always trying to learn and grow. So, shout out to you, whoever you are. Thank you so much for doing it. Now, y'all know we didn't do a quote of the day this week, but because nothing hit me. But this one hit me, and I want to give it to you all as much as it hit me. So I want to kick our show off with this quote of the day. And it simply is, "Dear self, I will never give up on you." Now, I don't know why the spirit drove me to give this quote today, but that's what I was feeling. And whoever needed this message and whoever need to pass this message on to someone, dear self, I will never give up on you. Don't ever give up on yourself. I looked at it and it didn't come at a moment where I needed it, but I saw it and I said, oh, that is so powerful because it hit me like, that's right. Keep going. Don't ever give up on yourself, especially if you have a goal and you're convicted in it and it makes you happy and it's the right thing to do. I ain't talking about negative stuff, the right thing to do. Don't give up on yourself. Repeat after me. Dear self, I will never give up on you. That is so powerful. And you stress the word never, like you checking a bitch. Never. I will never give up on you. And shout out to the crew. That is for y'all. Okay. Thank you for never giving up on me and me never giving up on y'all. Thank y'all. That goes both ways too. So that was the quote of the day. I hope that resonates with someone. Now we have a question of the day. You know how sometimes when I do these questions, I have the answer in a clip. So we have the answer in a clip, but I want y'all answer. Hold your answer to the end of the show, please. Hold your answer because I'm gonna tell you mine. I don't play with these. I don't play games with people. So it should be easy to know. But here's our question of the day. What would you do if your best friend owed you money and they never paid you back? All right. So that's our question. What would you do if your best friend owed you money and they never paid you back? So hold your answer, hold your thoughts. Some of y'all probably got stories like me, like, bitch, let me tell you, I had to check a motherfucker. So we're going to hold that till the end of the show when we're done with Hot Topics, and we're going to come back to this question. And I want y'all to see what somebody else said about this situation. Because I was along the lines with her. Bitch, you what? And you going to got nerve enough to be on Instagram flossing? Girl, if you don't get I need my coin. Run me my coin. I need my coin. All right, so now we are going to get into what I love to do. I love this shit. Black History Month, where we pay it forward, get involved and support our Black nonprofits. Baby, I love this. Is making me feel so good because these organizations, they're responding and they're reaching back out because I'm putting the message in their comment box. King Roman News Channel, Black History Month, shout out. And so I'm like, oh, wow, they're replying, thank you so much. No, thank you. Thank y'all for doing the work. So this week's theme has been mental health. And I wanted to find organizations who was helping us cope with some of the things that we deal with on an everyday basis based on the color of our skin, ancestral suppression, so many different issues that have, that we suppress and we don't typically bring to the forefront. So our first one was the Black Mental Health Alliance, and we gifted them $50 on Monday. Now, this organization, wonderful organization, they also provide free workshops and services for your organization, churches. So we gave them $50 for a training program. Then on Wednesday, we supported the Loveland Foundation. We supported them with a donation of $25. And now the Loveland Foundation specifically helps women of color, the trans experience, gay, queer, all over. They offer 12 free sessions. Go to the website, sign up for it if you are a female. We talked about it in Wednesday's show. If you want more information, please check out Wednesday's show. So today, we are diverting our attention to an organization called Black Men's Health. Okay? I told y'all I had y'all. I got us. I'm a whole black man. I told y'all I signed up when I saw the site. It was like, okay, let me go and sign up right now. Very dope. Okay, so let's get into it. So Black Men's Health was created in 2018 by a sister. Okay, and it's driven by women and men, but mostly women. I was excited, loved it. So in 2018, now she started in one state, DC, over in the East Coast. Eventually, she branched out into 8 states because the program became so successful. Here I am, as I'm looking at the site, I'm like, I wonder if she need a grant writer or something. Girl, you need some coinage? Can I join the team? I was very excited about it, and you all will be. Let me finish breaking it down. So they offer, okay, for men, you have an opportunity to receive 8 free counseling sessions, okay? They offer up to 1,100 free therapy sessions. You just have to keep applying, okay? You can only get 8 at a time. Up to, did you hear me? 1,100. So you have to keep applying. They have 50 therapists of color, men and women, on staff. So far, they have received 1,200 applications from men across the country for this program. Okay? And 70% of the men who do the 8 free counseling sessions, they continue on with therapy afterwards, seeing a huge transformation in their own lives. So let's get into this. So Black mental health, this is the question that they asked. Why aren't more Black men coming into therapy? And that was the answer they thought they sought to answer by opening this organization. So aside from the health disparities that marginalized communities face when seeking quality and unbiased treatment, it's the affordability and cost, the lack of cultural competency in treatment provider selection, and it's the stigma. So Black Men Heal was created and developed to eliminate each of these 3 barriers. Now let's meet the team. Go on, sister. Tasnim is her name. She's a licensed psychotherapist who also owns a private practice in Philadelphia. She's an engaging speaker and media encounter. She leads the Black Men Heal team, offering diversity, equity, and inclusion. She's proud to be in development of programming and actionable steps forward to alleviate disproportionate health outcomes. Now, let's talk about what they provide, why I go up. So they offer these virtual sessions. So one, they offer a weekly virtual session with a group of Black men held on Zoom. And each week there's a different topic applicable to men's health issues or their struggles, as well as different qualified host-specific topics. So, male depression, anxiety, ADHD, stress management, anger management, self-care, grief, loss, fatherhood, healthy relationships. This group is open to men all over the country and internationally. It's called the King's Corner. Baby, now y'all saying, did Roman sign up? Don't be surprised if you don't see me pop up on somebody's weekly Zoom talking about all of that, okay? I was very proud. When we see stuff, and being a Black, when you see stuff catered to Black men that support you be like, oh shit, that's for us. Okay. So another thing, they offer gun violence therapy. Now this is huge. This is geared towards families who have been impacted by gun violence. Either you've lost someone, either you have someone in jail. And I am a family who has been through this. And what a great thing. I wish I'd have known about this back then. I would have loved to talk to someone about my brother's passing. So they offer that as a part of those free sessions. Okay, I'm going to keep going. Now, this is the banger. The individual therapy program. So each man is given 8 free individual therapy sessions. And they meet weekly in a space. They're paired with a mental health coordinator, and they talk about various topics that you want to talk about. You can talk about mental health, wellness, relationships, quality of life. And for those who want to meet in person, right now, you must be in Pennsylvania, New Jersey, Delaware, New York City, Maryland, DC, Virginia, and Georgia. And so I said, well, I got to do my part to help this organization grow. We need to help y'all grow to other states because this is amazing. This is amazing, you all. I can't even share enough about what's going on. They still have other programs on the side. I just highlighted the ones that I thought was important. They have so many other things. They have referral services. Find a counseling therapist in your area, in your community. So I advise you all to go check it out. So we did our part, crew. We did what we had to do. Okay, so we gifted them just equal to Loveland. We gave them $25 as well. Thank you for your support of Black Man Hill. You have made a gift that truly makes a difference. Thank you for giving and inspiring others with your generosity. Now, in the notes, I put special thanks and huge support from the crew at the King Roman News YouTube channel. We featured and highlighted your program during our show. And I just want to let them know that people out here, we care about y'all. We see the work. You may not be on the big screen, but we see the work. And so if anybody here wants to support this organization, I'm gonna drop the link in the chat. You know, you make a donation, you have friends or family who might be interested in being a part of this organization or taking advantage of some of the resources, please feel free to pass this on. Tell them King Roman News sent you. You know, I think we can't do it enough to help each other. So hit go. Do the magic, y'all. All right. And shout out to Black Man Hill. Shout out to Black Man Hill. And shout out to the crew. Good morning, y'all. Good morning. I'm sorry I had to get through announcements and positive news and all that good stuff. The mandatory stuff I had to get out. Now, what's up? What's going on? Good morning. Hey, Shay. Good morning, and thank you for being the first one. Her, Ox City 805 Queen. Good morning, and shout out to the crew. Miss Gerald. Good morning. Grand Rising, everyone. Good morning. Hey, Bobby. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Lifestyle with Nico. Good morning. Slim Body Benz. Good morning. Nadine Frederick. Good morning. Good morning. Yes, because you only have one you. That's right. I needed that so bad today. Oh, thanks for saying that. It is ain't it powerful? It is so powerful, Nico. Nico, it is so powerful. Yes, and I'm glad you can receive that message. Oh, I got a good answer. It be your own kids on you, child. And then you got nerve enough to be on Instagram having steak. I know me. See, don't be in my community because I will come to the restaurant and ask to get a table next to you. What you eating? You got the $30 steak or you got the $10 steak? What you get? I can see me. Don't play with me. Okay, good morning, viewers of you. Thank you for being here. Shout out to viewers of you. I shared one of your videos a while ago, but it was you were doing a haul about digital. I think it was digital art. That was so creative. That was so really, really dope. Shout out to viewers of you. And y'all make sure y'all check a viewers of views out. A view is a view out. I think it's always a great channel to go to when you want to just watch somebody do some like painting and then just zone out. It's relaxing. So if you don't know, I do come check you out. I don't drop down all the time, but I do come check you out. Good morning, my Chapman. Sorry about your brother. May he rest in peace. Yes. And I always struggle whether doing this channel, do I want to do like a live or a video surrounding his death and where the investigation is? Because I could put that hat on, but for me, it's too traumatizing. I couldn't do that in front of you all and do it how I do other stuff. So right now that's off the table for me. I need more years to go by for that because I will bust down and cry in front of you all, and I don't want to do that. Good morning, Cash Apps. Good morning, Lamone. Good morning. Good morning. Hey, Sticks Girl. And I saw the video you sent me, Sticks Girl. That's crazy. That's gonna be Monday's show. Thank you for that. Now shout out to the crew. Thank y'all for being here. We got a lot to get into today, so I'm just going to kick the show off. We 20 minutes in. Before I begin, I just want to say I hope y'all hit that like button. I hope I got a hug or two out of y'all. Please, 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 please. All right, so we have to kick this show off with some updates first. We're going to start with local news, and we're going to start off with our updates, okay? So I put this on my community wall, but I wanted to talk about it because this is crazy. We kind of alluded to it. So Alana Sims, rest in peace to Alana Sims. Now on Monday we talked about this. The woman who was found dead next to her car with the sleeping 23-month-old inside, identified as a devoted pregnant mom. And at the time, I shared to you all. Now something don't sound right here. She was Baby was strapped in the car. She was found laying outside the car with the door open. Baby slept in the car overnight. It not near her apartment complex, but she was obviously walking to the car. So the first thing I said was, "This sounds targeted." She laid on her back. Check the men in her life, and I hated to say that. I had to watch the live myself. I hated to say put it on a man. Well, here we are, and goddamn, Florida man charged with killing pregnant girlfriend days after he's acquitted of double murder. Days after he was acquitted with double murder. This man was on trial because he had allegedly murdered two guys during an argument. However, the jury dismissed it and they sided with him. And so he was acquitted on homicide. So apparently, here's what happened. So after he was acquitted, he told her there was a party planned for him in his acquittal and told her, "Come meet me there," right? So she thought she was going to a party, but he never gave her a time or a specific. He just called her, then said, "All right, now go." Sign number one. But she's in love. She wouldn't have took that. Roman would have been like, "Hold up, you got a party and you tell me when I can't go, and it ain't for me, bitch. How about I stay and we just talk about it later on?" That's just me. You don't tell me when I can and can't go. Anyways, so she thought it was never a fucking party in the first place. So he was already trying to set her up. So he called her and told her to go. As she left, put the baby in the car. This man was somewhere in the property watching her. He made sure she strapped the baby up, closed that door, and as she was about to get into the car, he shot her. And so we're here. And so police arrested him days later after he was hiding at his mother's house. Wonderful, mom. Great job. You're so wonderful, mom. You got to do that. Hiding at his mom's house. He was arrested. And when they asked him what was the motive, what happened, he literally said, "I don't want to be a father." He had no plans on being in a relationship with her, nor did he want to be with her. So you kill her? I mean, I'd rather you let her be a single mom than you kill her. Who the fuck are you? Who the fuck are you? You gonna just kill her? Do you see this? I mean, come on. So let's get into this story, y'all. Y'all check this out. And rest in peace, Alana. Rest in peace to you and your soul. Everybody in all of the articles are saying that families and friends said that she was a very good mom. She loved being a mom. She loved the fact that she was about to have a newborn. Crazy ass. And I don't feel bad for him. I don't. Ain't no mental health in
a very busy Wednesday as we on the air. We're on top of two news alerts at this hour. A student shot and killed in Hernando County and a shocking arrest in Tampa. This is 10 Tampa Bay at 5. I'm Josh Sidorowitz.
And I'm Emerald Morrow in for Courtney Robinson. We begin in Tampa, where today a rapper recently acquitted of a double murder is under arrest once again for murder. They say Billy Adams, who goes by Ace NH, is responsible for killing a woman in New Tampa just days after he was released. Police found the woman's body outside a car while her child was asleep inside.
Tonight, investigators say that woman was in some sort of relationship with Adams, but he wanted nothing to do with her. 10 Tampa Bay's Angelina Salcido is live outside Tampa PD headquarters tonight. Angie, investigators say this woman was pregnant.
Yeah, Josh and Emerald, they were able to arrest Tampa rapper Billy Adams just 9 days after 22-year-old Alana Sims, who was 5 months pregnant at the time, was found dead outside of her car in New Tampa. Her 1-year-old son still inside the car, found unharmed. Now, we do know that Billy was arrested today at his parents' home in New Tampa. He is now charged with 1 count of first-degree premeditated murder and 1 count of death of an unborn child. We can also confirm Adams and Sims were known to each other. Detectives say the rapper is believed to be the father of the unborn child.
It would appear that the motive is that he did not want to be in her life anymore and was not ready to, have a child.
Police say Alana thought she was on her way to a party for Adams the night she was murdered 9 days ago. She was about 8 miles away from the location where she was told to go when she was shot. Now, detectives say Adams's vehicle was spotted in video near the location where she was found. When they interviewed him, he admitted to pulling the trigger the night of her death. Now, all of this happened just 3 days after Adams was acquitted in the murder of two men at that incident happened back in November of 2020 and was investigated by the Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office. Now, Adams testified that he acted in self-defense, claiming the 2 men he killed were attempting to rob the owner of the studio. The owner of the studio also testified, though, saying he didn't witness an attempted robbery and wasn't in fear until after Adams suddenly started shooting. Now, the jury ultimately sided with Adams and came to a not guilty verdict there. Detectives here at the Tampa Police Department say that this case of the murder of this mother and her unborn child is horrific. They still have not recovered the weapon that was used here. I spoke to Alana's family not too long ago. They tell me they are happy that an arrest was made, but they're still mourning her death tonight. We're live tonight in Tampa.
So fucking sad, so senseless, so sad. You mean to tell me that this girl was so excited that you've been acquitted on these charges? You called her, hey, they doing something for me. Oh, I'm coming. I'm pregnant. I got the baby, but I'm gonna come. I'm gonna come anyways. Not thinking about a babysitter, just on her way to celebrate you, clearly. And your evil ass thought that was the greatest moment in your opportunity to strike her and take her. Did you think you were gonna get away with it? She's so far out. I got her so far out in the distance, they won't lead it back to me. Are you stupid or dumb? And a rapper, I've never heard of you as a rapper, and I thank God I have it. Thank God I have it. Now we got another one. Another one. Girl just gone senseless. Baby don't even got his mom now. Rest in peace to Alana Sims and her son. My condolences to the son and the family. You fucking monster. Now you're gonna be in jail, and I hope they get you. And then to be acquitted after the studio owner was like, I didn't see nobody robbing him. I ain't hear nothing of that. But you said they were trying to rob the studio owner. And you got acquitted. You should have took that as the lesson. See, we always miss our fucking lessons. That's your sign. Okay, God, let me off. Let me do the right thing. 2 fucking days later, you off this girl? Bro, I have no remorse for you. If you got street justice and a tractor trailer came and accidentally knocked your car and you just off a cliff, I would have no remorse. Because that to me would be equitable to what you've done to this mother. She's now gone. We can't get her back or the baby. You jerk off. Fuck wrong with you? That shit pissed me off. And it was a reason why I said, oh, I'm going to talk about this story because this is weird. She just off like that and they don't know. They don't have no clue. My suspicions were right. So rest in peace to Alana Sims. What do y'all think? That's a monster. Hey, good morning, T. Trisha One. Shout out to T. Trisha One. Thank you for coming through. I would love that because I would have you cover my brother's death and the story behind it as well. Okay. Woo. That's going to be a lot. Like, I just don't understand the way of thinking. Evidently, his mama ain't mama. Clearly. And you got him sitting over there. It's crazy. Spook TV Media. Thank you for coming through. One of the people in the back. It's interesting that he didn't have a desire to be a father. What about her current child? Was he really there for her? But you got a desire to sleep with her and have sex with her and let her be your woman temporarily. But the outcome of all of that, which is the birth of a child, marriage, a union, that's too much for you. Y'all crazy to me. And it's weird because I'm sitting here as a whole gay man. If I even have sex with a female and she gets pregnant, my whole mind changed. Okay, that's mine. I gotta go hard in the paint. What do you get off thinking that I'm gonna off her? The fuck you think? You're not Jesus. You're not God. I don't care how good you think you look, bro. It's always somebody 10 times better looking than you are. So you best to just be good with what you got. Now we gotta. It's just crazy. I wonder how the jury feels now. Like assholes. They should. And good morning. You know, we just be going at it already. He had just got off for 2 other murders. Hit the like button. Yes, Bobby, the mean girl. Good morning. All right, y'all. Another quick update before we dive head nose into, and this is going to be a quick one. So we talked about the girl who had got beat up on the bus by those 2 kids on Monday as well. child, why did mom come back out and release second footage of the son, the 10-year-old son, also getting beat up? So now both her kids at the school have been beat up. Mom who released video of daughter 9 getting beaten by a boy on school bus now releases clip of her son getting attacked on the same bus. My first thing was, man, at this point, if your kids ain't out the fucking school, I'm holding you responsible. You willingly sending these kids to school, knowing they're getting abused like this to prove a fucking point to who? Like, I gotta start at the parents first. I'm gonna start here. I hope you got these kids out of school. Ain't no fucking school or education worth your daughter and your son getting beat. That's traumatic. So what are we doing here? So I hope that's done. Secondly, school and school bus driver and whoever contract y'all got. I hope y'all are looking at the liability here. Y'all got an issue on y'all hand on that bus. People getting beat like this, the 9-year-old daughter and the 10-year-old son, that's a problem. That's a problem. And I'm saying this because I don't want to hear another story about this bus in the future. Because if I do, then that means there is a serious pattern here. So now we got 2 kids beat up on a bus. Of course, by black kids. They were beat up by black kids, of course. I'm not saying of course like that, but I'm saying in this situation, of course, because the bus is largely populated by black students I had to get more details of the story, at a Latino school. So now, and I'm not saying they speak Spanish, but it's heavily saturated with Latinos at the school. However, this bus, given the neighborhood I guess it comes from, they have more black kids on the bus. So now you got these 2 Latino kids on this bus. I guess they're targeted. They get jumped or whatever. Then they're going into a school where it seems like everybody can assimilate and we're all the same. But on this bus, we have this issue. I think all right, it couldn't be my kids. Asses would have been beat. But starting with the bus driver and the whoever's supposed to be sitting on there doing their job. Somebody needs to understand the consequence. We shouldn't have to see this kind of shit every day. I mean, that was just Monday. We're now on Friday. Give me a fucking break. So that was my 2 updates. All right, y'all ready to get into this? Y'all ready? Come on, crew. And give me a like. Please give me a like. Please give me a like. Please share this video. And please, if you are not a subscriber, please consider subscribing to the channel. Please, 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 please. All right, let's get into this. So I posted this on my community wall and I said, oh, we gonna get into it. So I don't know if some of you all have been, on the King Roman News Twitter. And most of the stories that I do on this show is literally from me sitting on my phone, going through Twitter, like throughout my week and my day. And I just heart stuff. And then when it comes time for the show, most of the time I'm going through my likes, like, what did I really like? And I pull those out. So if you ever, like on a Wednesday or a Tuesday when I'm not doing the show and you want to know like what topics are coming up, go to the Twitter, hit the likes. I'm always about being transparent. These stories be really popping up in my feed and I'd be like, leave me alone. Leave me alone. So you see her, you see, wait, where's she at? You see her right there? Yes, her. Now, the sad part is she didn't even want to do this shit. She didn't even want to do this shit. So let's get into this. So I posted this on my community wall. Now, this image right here that you see is from a video. And this image right here says celebrating Black History Month. This happened on Monday of this week. So this is, let's get into it. So we have a protest held after racist video involving students in Philadelphia surfaced. Now this is coming from us out of the St. Hubert Catholic High School and Franklin Town Charter High School, 2 schools in one. They're governed by the Archdiocese of Philadelphia. So these girls are sitting in a room, right? Now they're supposed to be spraying the dye, is spray hair dye on the one girl hair. But you'll notice there's a bully. So we have what name are we gonna give her? A Karen in the making? We're gonna give her a Karen in the making. So we have a Karen in the making, the bully, sitting there taking it one step further. She decides not to spray her hair, but to spray her face. Now you're gonna see this girl sitting there like, okay, all right, bitch, I'm about to choke and die. You spraying my face. But she takes the joke further and further and further, and it keeps going. So y'all, I want y'all to check out this video. I want y'all to check this video out. I said, oh, this is what we're doing. This is how it's going down now. Where is the video? Here it
Glorilla when she came to Oakland.
Hold on 1 second. All right, here you go. Sorry about that.
Girl! It's February! Your mom is never letting anyone in. You're nothing but a slave. And after this, you're doing my laundry. The way she just takes this shit, bro. I'm black and I'm proud! My mom just texted me. What did she say? You're a black girl! You know your roots! It's February! Your mom is never letting anyone in. You're nothing but a slave. And after this, you're doing my laundry. The way she just takes this shit, bro. I'm black and I'm proud! My mom just texted me. What did she say?
Now, you know what I always find funny about this kind of stuff is that, girl, you know you'll never say that shit to somebody in their face. You'll never say that shit. You'll never. Girl, you wouldn't even hum that shit. Y'all be so silent in the fucking stores. You wouldn't dare. Bitch, you would not dare. I'd drop everything in my hand and slap the fuck out of you. Do your laundry. Bitch, who the fuck you think? I wouldn't even touch your laundry. I think you're dirty. Touch your laundry. You see what I'm saying? So you got the other girl, I'm black and I'm proud. Really? For real, you are? Why don't you, if you are, why don't you go to the nearest area and say that? Let us know. Let us be the determinant factor if you black and you proud. See, that tough shit, that shit y'all do behind closed doors, that saying goes, what you do behind closed doors eventually will come to the light. It does. It always will come out of your soul. It will come out in some way. And y'all thought it was cute to film this shit. This is where it got crazy, y'all. So they filmed this shit, right? And had the goal to send it to a black girl. To send it to a black girl at the school. So one black St. Hubert parent said the video was sent to her daughter and a multitude of other black students. It's unclear if it was the girls in the video who sent it to them. Even so, the video was posted to social media. No wonder these parents protested. So they done sent the video out. So that happened on Monday. They done, Twitter got to getting the teachers, finding out who the teachers were at the school, and sending a message to the teachers. So when the teachers got the message, they sent out this haphazard notice. So they're like, we are fully prepared to take the highest form of disciplinary action against any and all students involved in these types of behaviors. The Franklin Town administration is both appalled and sickened by the content of the video. So people were like, what? How y'all, racism go on at that school? So somebody pulled out the fact that this school has been reviewed years before this, and here's their reviews. Are the people in this school racist? That was 4 years ago. 5 years ago, school racist. And 4 years ago, worst place to work, very racist. You can work as hard as you can and it's still not good for them. Their problem is if you're a few minutes late, that's a real problem if you get your work done. They don't look at it at least you come. So they've been having this racist undertone. That's where the Archdiocese of Philadelphia stepped in. So these girls have been expelled. 2 girls have been expelled, though it's more girls there. But the 2 girls that we saw sitting in the chair and the girl spraying, they've been expelled. Now the other students are still at the school, and my question is, why is that girl sitting on the bed who's recording it laughing? Why the fuck is she still at the school? She's just as much guilty as the rest of them. So we had a couple of comments that I thought were worthy of highlight. And this first comment was, every black person in that school needs to swarm the school psychologist and let the staff at that school know just how damaging things like this are. Hate jokes manifest into hate crimes. If it's not serious to them, make it a big deal. And I was shocked to know that this school has a pretty sizable population of black students and that this is nothing new to them. This is nothing new. They use the N-word. There's videos that I couldn't pull because they're actually using the N-word in a derogatory way towards black people, these girls on campus. So this is nothing new. This just got called to the rug. Then the other comment said, I've sadly, and this is from a white woman, I've sadly, in the many places I've lived, had to be around girls like this. The one thing they all had in common was their mothers and their fathers were identical to it. This is revolting and disgusting. And that's what I wanted to end this on. Y'all always, people, you talking about the parents, and sometimes parents can't control what their children do. You got to be fucking kidding me. You can't tell me a child's going to come into a situation and their most immediate reaction is to be negative. They replicate what they've been told in their household. You don't think they do that in their household? I just want to bring it to the light. And we don't have to do much more. They were quickly expelled. Thank God. I think the school needs to offer a more sincere apology, and they need to lay out exactly what they're going to do to make this behavior change. Because clearly it permeates throughout the school. And so just, again, here we are. Check this out.
It's February! Your mom is never letting anyone in. You're nothing but a slave. And after this, you're doing my laundry. The way she just takes this shit, bro. I'm black and I'm proud! My mom just texted me. What if she said, you're a black girl! You know your roots! It's February! Your mom is never letting anyone in. You're nothing but a slave. And after this, you're doing my laundry. The way she just takes this shit, bro. I'm black and I'm proud! My mom just texted.
I can't. Nothing about that's funny. I think the parents need to be held accountable for this behavior. Now, what is funny is that once this was leaked and it's shared on my Twitter account, under that video, you're gonna see a whole bunch of students from a whole bunch of different schools in their blackface for Black History Month, and it turned into being like a really divisive thread on Twitter because people started outing out other schools, like check this school out, they're doing it here, check this school out. And this is all current stuff for this Black History Month. I didn't know this was the thing. They're doing it all on Snapchat and shit. So now I'm going to have to start calling you bitches out. Because I am. So the more y'all start doing this during Black History Month, the more we're going to start calling you out. I want you to lose jobs. I don't want you to have futures at this point. I want to put your name out here so bad that when it's time to graduate high school and apply for a college or a job, your name is searchable. Like, y'all, that's how it has to be. So y'all understand this shit ain't right. It goes for Karens and Karens in the making. So I wanted to share that story. Now, crew, let me see what y'all have to say before I go into this next story. Because this next story is just like, are you slow or are you just beyond dumb? Oh hell no, they all laughing. What in the entire fuck? No, for real, for real. Yeah, her mom just texted her, I'm about to lose my job. You gonna lose more than that. You keep playing. Queen of the Jungle, crazy. Hey, Dorina's blessed. Good morning. What I walk in. Wow, they really tried it. Now it's out. Okay, but the girl herself said in black, and I'm proud. Okay, number 29. Thank you. And make sure y'all hit that like button. 35 people in here. Highest form of discipline, meaning expulsion. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Wildcat. Yep. And hell, those chemical ladies get it all in your lungs, girl. Who are these black students? Parents. Couldn't have been me. What? Couldn't have been me. No, baby. And I'm always looking for a payday at the expense of a lawsuit. So I'll be trying to explore all kind of options. So how long has this behavior been going on? Okay, we'd definitely be trying to explore that. Now, let's get into this next story. Now, this is a very, very ridiculously sad story. Okay. Grab my notes. So this is coming to us out of Tennessee. What is going on? I got a couple stories today out of Tennessee. What is going on in Tennessee? What is going on in Tennessee? I don't have do I have any mods? No mods in here this morning. Okay. What's going on? And remember, members, I'm looking to make any of you a member, to make a member a moderator. So let me know back channel if you are interested in being a moderator. I want to at least have like 5 mods. All right, so now imagine this. Your child goes to school in kindergarten during story time. Everybody gets to come up and tell a story. And your child gets up, and this is the story they tell. This is the story they tell. Y'all stick with me, crew. This is the story they tell. Mother and father got into a fight. Mom told him to get out because he was smoking too much. Father hit mother in the eye. Mother said, "Look what you've done." Mother got the gun from under the bed. I was in the living room, and my sisters and brothers were in the room. Mother pulled the gun on father and shot 3 times. The bullets hit the wall. Mother told him to sleep in his car in the driveway and not to come back or she would shoot him again. That's a kindergarten story. This is real shit. I'm not making this shit up. This is a kindergarten girl during story time. This is the story she decides to tell. I said, for real? So, woman arrested after young daughter writes school story about mom shooting at dad. I'm sorry, wrote at shooting at dad. Now let's talk about this one more again. Mother and father got into a fight. Mom told him to get out because he was smoking too much. Father hit mother in the eye. Mother said, "Look what you've done." Mother got the gun from under the bed. I was in the living room and my sisters and brother were in the room. Mother pulled the gun on father and shot 3 times. The bullets hit the wall. Mother told him to sleep in his car in the driveway and not to come back or she will shoot him again. So they arrested the lady. The teacher told the principal, who called the police, who showed up at the house. And baby, y'all want to know the story don't get crazy. The story gets crazier. Baby showed up at the house. How about the mother was locked out? Now, during this moment, the mother and the man are still going at it. He done locked her out the house. So when the police arrive, she's standing outside the house and the kids are on the inside of the house. I said, I can't understand what's going on. So when police arrived at Johnson's home, they found her locked out of her house while her 1-year-old and 4-year-old children were inside. I'm like, this is divine intervention at its best. This is the Lord saying, you have to get those kids up out of there. Okay? That girl telling that story to that teacher I'm telling you, it was supposed to happen that way. It was supposed to happen this way. It was. And I'm going to tell you why. Let's keep going. So Johnson fessed up. She decided to fess up to firing at her husband at least twice, but told police it was only after he entered the home without her permission and then punched her and hit her with a vacuum cleaner. Police said she had a cut and bruising around her right eye. So, okay, here's my thing. We talk about this all the time on the show. What is the fucking problem with calling the police? Getting documentation, having this stuff all written down so that when moments like this happen, when you do shoot at him, the charges you have can at least be supported by what you've been going through. You don't have none of that here because y'all was deciding to deal with each other. Baby, how about that wasn't the first time she shot at him. How about that's what they normally do? If he hit her, she just starts shooting at him throughout the house. Child, when the police showed up at the house, they had all kind of bullet holes in the walls, all up down the stairs, in the bedroom upstairs. The kids were sitting on the couch when the police came in the house. Now the story's so fresh that I don't have a YouTube clip. So I'm waiting on a YouTube clip because I want to know what happens afterwards. But can you fucking imagine? So now she's arrested. 2 of her children were placed in custody with their grandmother, and 2 others are with their aunt. Johnson was released from jail and is scheduled to appear in court on February 23rd. Now notice, just her. Not him. Not him, just her. You know why? Because for some reason you thought it was smart to shoot at your husband or whomever in front of your kids, around your kids, negligent. So she's charged with, she has, 4 counts? She's charged with 4 counts of negligent, let me get it. 4 counts of negligent, 4 counts of reckless endangerment for allegedly firing the gun at their Arlington house while their 4 kids were inside. I mean, listen, no, wrong is wrong. And they walking through the house and they got bullet holes every fucking which way. Are you nuts, ma'am? What's up? Come on. So, yeah, this is her. I can't believe it. I just can't even believe it. Like, you just run around there shooting around your kids. What is wrong with you? Do you need one now? I got you. Okay. All right. I will be a mile. What we supposed to do? Okay. All right. I got you. That story is epic. What the fuck? Get the social workers. Get them all. Wouldn't it be considered self-defense? It would have been had she did what she needed to do. Had she called the police when he showed up in the house when he wasn't supposed to. But no, I think that this is the normal recourse. I'm available as well. Thank you. Thank y'all. Thank you. I don't know. This shit is just crazy. Oh no. These kids don't need this bullshit. Notice the parents. Kids come to school and tell all of your damn business. Why can't some of us get it together, especially when kids are involved? Okay, damn, they the real Hatfields and McCoys. Wow, the kids need to be out of there for real. Yes, they do. Roman, no shade, but people are scared of the police. Sometimes they may feel it will make it worse. I know, but when you got to resort, if your next resort is to pick up a gun, I think your best option in that position is to call the police because your kids are there. Like she could have shot a baby. Then this would have been a whole different story, you know? Reckless endangerment of the kids. She should have called the police on him first. A mess, the mental trauma of those kids. You gotta be. The fact that the daughter so vividly went to school and shared the story like this. Mother got the gun from under the bed. I was in the living room and my sisters and brothers. She remembers this. This is a memory. These are vivid. This is a vivid painting of what she saw. The bullets hit the wall. That's describing it. Mother told him to sleep in his car in the driveway and not to come back or she would shoot him again. Yeah. Ma'am, they needed to take them. I'm sorry, they needed to take the kids. I don't understand. If you were fearing for your life for that much, I think you should have then called the police first, and then have that record on file. The 911 call. He's busting in the door. I'm letting you know I am armed. I will shoot this man. I have kids here. All of that. We're going to de-escalate the threat as much as we can, follow the procedures. And if that don't work, and then we have to go move to the next layer, which is probably kids go upstairs into your room, all in one room, close the door, and then you may come downstairs. Because then the aftermath of the story is, yeah, I shot at him, but I had to tell my kids to go upstairs and sit in the room. I made sure they were safe. I put them upstairs. The story the daughter would be telling is, Mommy told us to go upstairs into a room and all we heard was a shot. See, it would be different. but not the fact that they were sitting on the couch and she saw the bullets on the wall. Girl, what about a ricochet? It bounced back on the child. You didn't think about all of that? Black babies, and you got boys and girls. You don't want them to grow up and think that this is the way we solve our issues. Certainly not. I hope, certainly not. So, yeah, I don't feel bad for Kadra Johnson, and she's 28, by the way. I don't feel bad for Kadra Johnson. She got exactly what she asked for, doing that in front of them kids. Morning, Joanna. Good morning. Good morning. Thanks for coming through. All right, y'all. So, in light of all of this Asian, hate and discrimination that they're facing in America, I thought it would be great to just highlight an Asian Karen. So we have this man, black man, fine black man to me. We have this black man doing his job. Okay, he shows up at this Asian woman's house, and I believe he's there to deliver something. So she opens her garage door, and as he's approaching with the delivery, this is what she does to him. And I said, ma'am. So we have an Asian Karen. Y'all get into this, and please hit the like button. Please show me some love this morning. Can I get a little love this morning?
He is on the phone with 911 right now.
I'm rude, and he's just threatening me
Look,
right now.
Look at her. She said I just threatened her. What threat? What threat did I make towards you?
I'm Elizabeth.
What threat did I make towards you, ma'am? Huh? This is crazy. I already knew what it was when I first got here, though.
He or she is 1 minute later trying to sound distressed so the police can come quicker.
What? What in the world is this, boy? I ain't gonna lie. I've never in my life had to deal with no bullshit like.
Listen, Elizabeth. Her name's Elizabeth. She's on the phone, Elizabeth. Listen, see, this is the problem. This is why we got to keep our necks and our hands on these motherfucking Karen necks, because that behavior becomes an example for others to follow. The fact that she's on the phone and she's escalating it. The man told her that she was being rude to him. You're being rude to me, because she didn't want him to come further in to give the package. Well, you gonna come to the truck? What the fuck you want to do, bitch? What you want to do? What do we want to do here? So as he's doing his job, this is when this all takes off. So I thought, however, and this is the thing, when we do these stories and we talk about, all of these Karens and racist attacks on Black America, and me having a Black culture show and doing it centered around the Black culture, I also like to highlight our allies. I love to highlight our allies, because that's the example I want shown to these other folks. So of course I'm gonna show the neighbors that came together for the Black man who almost lost his life. I wanted to show that. That's what our allies should look like. So here in this situation, I want to show you what an Asian ally of ours, how I would like for them to respond when they see shit like this. Let's go.
Oh, Elizabeth. Not a woman of color calling the cops on a Black man for calling you rude, which you clearly are. Not you playing Little Miss Model Minority, putting on a Karen costume and some crocodile tears to show that you think the American dream is weaponizing the police to brutalize Black people for existing. And you know what, Elizabeth? When you told the cops that your last name is Chen or Park or Lee or whatever it is, I hope they didn't come. And if they did, I hope they charged you with falsifying a report. Whatever it takes to get it through your thick skull that what Asian Americans get when they align themselves with white supremacy is nothing.
Is nothing. Period. She put it so eloquently. Whenever you align yourself with that kind of behavior, you're getting nothing. Bitch, we're going to expose you. Shout out to the fucking cameras recording all of this stuff. You're going to get exposed. We're not letting you get away with this shit anymore. And then you sitting there acting like, and then people would look at me like, when you know, and I'm in conversations with friends, coworkers, and colleagues about, you know, Asian discrimination that they're facing and it's on the rise. People look at me like I'm, you know, why you don't, I listen, I'm indifferent. I look at it as a case by case scenario. Like I tell everybody, it's case by case for me. I ain't finna jump in there and say all heads in. Yeah, I see it all. No, 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 no. I see it heavily saturated, maybe in popular, and where you see a lot of Asians. I see that, but I don't see it in Texas, and I don't hear about it in Arizona. I hear about it where you all are. When you talk about black discrimination, everywhere, stores, education, policies, politics, everywhere. So when we go down this path about Asian racial discrimination on the rise, okay, I can do it, but it's case by case. I'm not going to be here jumping it all head in because I see shit like this. I see a lot of time, plenty of moments and times where they've aligned themselves with this racist ideology. I tell you all the time when I go to the Asian hair store, why I continuously go to this one because they closest to me, but it's the only one that carries this black hair gel that I like to use. Not it's cream moisturizer I like to use, and they have the whole set. So I go there every time I walk in. The first thing come on my mouth, you ain't gotta watch me. I got money. And then now they try to employ black people as a decoy. Oh, you make your friend girl. Don't. Let's not, because I hate the whole tone. I get up to the counter. The men's stuff is all at the front. You literally are walking in the front. And I want a razor behind. Can I grab a razor? Well, they're behind the counter. Why? So again, okay, I see you, Elizabeth, but you ain't getting nothing from me. You ain't getting nothing from me, and I hope they didn't show up for your ass. I truly hope they didn't show up for your ass. So shout out to this man for doing what he should have, pulled that fucking phone out and recorded. Shout out to him, and then shout out to this Asian ally here. That's the kind of messaging we want to hear. Girl, what you doing? She said, I hope they didn't show up when you said your last name was Chin Lee or Pak. I hope they didn't show up. All right now. Shit. You better tell us something, girl. I feel bad for him. His face was just like, you know what, just leave. Okay, wow. I would have called the police and started crying myself. Okay, been in there boo-hooing. Hip hop sing. No, she needs to stop. Okay, Sip Sue. Let me stop. Cut it out. I only do an Elizabeth when I get stopped for speeding and I get out of a ticket. You sound like me when I say my name. Mark. My name is Mark. Elizabeth, child, please. We both be too crime up. They need to start locking these Karens up. There is actually a Karen's law, which I'm gonna tell y'all about on Monday. That'll be in our politics. So there's a Karen's law out here. One state has adopted it. Other states are trying. Basically, is if you do a false call and the call is based to be belief on racist discrimination, you can be sentenced and fined. So we're gonna talk about that Karen's law, and that's been enacted in 2020, and I just found out about it earlier this year, and I'm like, oh, maybe everybody else know about it. Let me not look stupid in the face, but I want us to talk about it, so I'm gonna talk about it on Monday's show. Okay, she spoke that a lot of times. Don't forget to hurry up and buy, bitch. Y'all don't want to know what I do when I go into stores like that. I start misplacing stuff. I pick up something and walk way in the back and put it right there. Bitch, following me for. I hate that. And we have money, and you want to stalk and follow us. Have you tried Amazon for your hair products? Yeah, and I probably am. I'm always a last minute person. I wait till it's a little bit in the jar. Damn, I need to go get some more. So then I run out. But you're right. I need to, like right now, while I have a full jar, I probably need to order me something. You're right, Wildcat. Thank you. Thank you for that. That's my own fault. We got to help each other like that. Girl, yes, a whole Karen's law. We're going to talk about it on Monday. We're going to talk about it. And listen, they don't spell it Karen as Karen's law as we see it. They spell it Karen, Karen's law. So y'all can Google that if you want to get a heads up. But Karen's law, yeah. Hey, Risa, there go Marty. Hey, Risa, welcome. Good morning to you. Thank you for coming through. All right. So now let's get to our. Let me see where we at. Oh my God. So yeah, let's get to this. So Grindr. Oh, this Asian Karen. I saw this comment. This man. Now, this is a black man. He's standing up for the Asian Karen. Here's what he had to say. In her defense, she's a woman home alone and he's at work making a TikTok. His lack of professionalism probably piqued her suspicion in the first place. Everyone who is scared does not retreat. He should have walked away if she was uncomfortable, not chase 15. And he got his ass up in the comments. First of all, he pulled his TikTok out after she made the fucking phone call, literally doing his job. The fuck you talking about? I hope something happened to you, because if it does, I'm not gonna talk about it. How about that? How about that? You black, and I want you to go somewhere and face poor customer service or treatment, and then take a video of it and put it out here. And I'm gonna tell them not to recommend that shit ever again. How about that? You fool. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. If it happens to one of us, it could happen to all of us. Stop acting stupid and slow, trying to have friends online, dummy. Now let's get into this Grindr story. So I'm bringing this up for my my fellas. This is for us. This is I'll be trying to find gay topics that for us. This I don't necessarily have to worry about this because I don't play around like that or like that. But so Grindr, Grindr. It's the gay dating app specifically used by a lot of different a lot of folks everywhere, location based. So in Atlanta, there have been 12 reported cases of people meeting up on this dating app and showing up at this one location and getting robbed at gunpoint. Then after they get robbed at gunpoint, they go to the police and tell them the story, and it gets shelved. And then it gets shelved. Well, now that it got out of hand, I think it got to 11, they finally found the guy. Now, here's my thing. Grindr is the best way to catfish. You can be a straight male and you can get an app, you can sign up on Grindr and you know that it's going to be some gays who's attracted to your straight male looking ass. And so they're going to fall for it. They're going to say, meet me. They might even give you money. And that's what was happening here. So you got this 19-year-old motherfucking boy pulling this shit on motherfuckers who was upwards to 43 years old. I said, first of all, how that happened? What was some conversations looking like? What are we G for P? What was we doing? So 19-year-old arrested for robbing multiple men at gunpoint after meeting on Grindr. And so these men had showed up expecting a date. That's what they say, a date. Now we know damn well, them times a day. And y'all didn't show up at a place. You showed up at it's called the Camelot condominiums. And this boy, he was doing it out his place. They always show up. Okay. Show up at the one location. I mean, he never changed locations. They will all show up, each one. Yo, give me all your shit. And then he would leave. They would leave. And then get back on the app. Who the next one? And it took the police all this time to find out who it was, and this little boy was pulling this shit. This had to be embarrassing to those men. It had to be real embarrassing. So here's the little jit. Do you see this? I hope y'all can see this picture clear. This 19-year-old boy was getting men from upwards of 17 to 43 years in age, getting them, ganking them. So I asked myself, I said, is the shame in the crime or is the shame in how you did the crime? Is it the shame that you were robbing people or is it the shame that you used Grindr, you was on a dating app, and what were you saying? Because nowadays y'all doing any fucking thing to come up. Grindr now? So we've been knew this was happening, but this was to a higher level. This man it's almost like he set up shop in his house like, all right, at 8 o'clock, I got a dude coming over. I'm probably going to hit him off for his car keys and shit. And then the next one, and the police said nothing. So finally, they got this guy. I know the niggas in Atlanta like, whew, because baby, I wouldn't be on no Grindr. This shit going on in Atlanta, I wouldn't be on no damn Grindr. I wouldn't be on no Grindr. S Barber is it's Karen. Yep, it's Karen's Law out here. There you go, Joanna. That's exactly where it's at. The only state that has it. Go ahead, Joanna. Yep, exactly. We're gonna talk about that on Monday. I literally got sister locks because I was sick of beauty supply stores. My current routine is drinking water. I can't stand them stores. S Barber is just trying to trend. Keep it moving, clown. Okay. Rolls eyes. Jay Wilson, you here? Stop. If they put the energy they put into robbing and transferred it to taking online classes, they'd be geniuses. Shaking my head, a freaking mess. This is important, sis, and he needs to know. Oh, they're gonna get him in the clean. Okay, for real. No, you going all right. That doesn't make any damn sense. People have to be more careful because he could have hurt them. For real, for real. No, he could have. He literally could have. So check this out. Check this little jitty bug out. They had the whole little scene up in a rant. Let me see.
In custody in the state of South Fulton after a string of armed robberies using dating apps. This is video from the arrest this afternoon. Police tell us people in the LGBTQ community were being targeted on social media dating apps like Grindr and Tinder. They say more than a dozen people were robbed after meeting on Old National Highway for what they believed would be a date. The suspect is now being charged with 6 counts of armed robbery, and other charges are likely.
Don't feel bad for this little 19-year-old. Now your life is forever changed. You're gonna forever be known by this. Your name gonna forever be looked up as the Grindr Robber. The Grindr Robber. Woo! And y'all, it kills me because as much as you hate, you can't stand some men who can't stand gay men and all this, you do a lot of work to download the app and create a profile and put pictures up and be creative in your description to lure men in to rob them. I mean, they may be gay, but obviously they have some assets that you're interested in. So get the fuck out of here. I don't feel bad for your 19-year-old ass. And you lucky ain't nobody else returned fire in your ass. It was no download cops. Your little ass would have been out of here. Cut that shit out. And anybody else following in this trend who think it's important or should do it, I don't care if it's Mingle. What is the other one? Any straight gay app, think twice. Black children, men, young men, women, anybody. It's not the smart thing to do. It's not advised at all. The fuck wrong with you? The Grim Grinder. Okay, that's Camelot Apartments. Yeah, yes. Wait, I wanted to get the right name. Roman, no, he wrote it down. I know I did. Oh, Camelot Club Condominiums. Child, I was like, what got me was, damn, so the police knew it was this location, one location happening all the time. Everybody told you the same spot. Y'all waited for it to pile up. I don't know about that kind of shit. Like, that's what got me. I'm like, oh, wow. So it took 11 of the same. I was trying to see, did they meet in different locations? No, he stayed his ass home in the crib. Now, can I be honest? I want to know if they did something and then he robbed them. Did you get them comfortable? Were you comfortable, or you just robbed them straight up as soon as they came over? Begs a lot of questions, right? That's a lot of work. I'm sure he had to flirt with them, etc., to even get them to come over in the first place. Weird, not because men flirting is weird, but because he's weird. You did a lot of you went through a lot of steps. I'm just saying. Those apps aren't good. I went to middle school with the kid who was killed after meeting up off of BGC. Yeah, it ain't safe no more. It ain't like it. People used to be afraid to do shit like that. Now, motherfuckers will off you. They will try to take your stuff. And me, take it, especially if it's a phone. Good morning, T. Orlando. Thank you for coming through. And make sure y'all hit that like button. Give me some love this morning. We just cruising through local news. We about to get into our last local news story. Then we're going to turn over into quickies and rumors and then into hot topics. Thank y'all for being here with me today. I appreciate it. All right, so let's get into this last story. Now, this story, I was in Roland Martin's chat yesterday as he was covering this story, and it really touched me. I was like, oh, wow. And I like Roland Martin's chat. I've been always dropping my stories over in his Twitter comment box like, yo, show me some love. I would love to come on and talk about one, because he always brings on young folks to come and talk about his topics. I love that. I'm hoping God let the world align. And y'all do y'all part too, crew. If you got a favorite video, local news video of mine that you think he should see, share that video under your Twitter, under his channel. I'll follow through and like it. Let's get it moving. Help me out. I appreciate that kind of support too. And some of y'all have done that, and I see it. Thank you, especially with the Black neighborhood video. Thank you so much. I appreciate it, yo. So let's get into this next story. So we got black ranchers. Okay, so these black ranchers are in Colorado. Now they moved there to El Paso. I'm sorry, El Paso. They moved there from Hurricane Harvey. They were displaced, and so they moved to these black ranchers there in 2017. And so they purchased $1,000 acre of land in El Paso. Now, this neighborhood where there's other farmers and stuff is white affluent neighborhood, but it's mostly white folks. So the minute they purchased the land and began cultivating it, animals, they became targeted. And this is sad to me. This is sad. So here's what happened. So the Mallorys say they've spent the last several years dealing with racially motivated attacks on their property. They claim their neighbors have painted slurs on their land, burned their Black Lives Matter flags, poisoned and slaughtered their animals. Let me stop there. That's what got me the most. And we're going to watch a clip. I ain't leave y'all standing. We're going to watch the video clip. I think that's one of the most inhumane things you could do is to somebody's making farming, and I'm specifically thinking of farms, to poison the animals on the farm, to taint their product. That's like somebody walking in a store and poking holes in a whole Coke bottle. All of the bottles just going, like remember when people was licking the ice cream? You nasty bitch. I remember when she was opening the store just licking the ice cream. Oh, skank. So to me, I'm like, that is just so fucking distraught. You're trying to defeat competition. And so you nasty bitches, and then you poisoning animals. They don't know no better. They ain't got nothing to do with it. They ain't involved. And even waved firearms at them. The husband and wife say they've made multiple complaints to local authorities, but their claims have gone mostly ignored. Now let's talk about these complaints. Now, the Mallorys, okay, they've called the police so many times on their neighbors. Every incident, they called the police. They've had 19 complaints lodged, okay, against their neighbors in the midst of 170 calls that they've been involved in over these last several years. Now, the 170 calls is them calling the police and the police being called on them. So, to paint that picture, how about on Monday, the black rancher family, the husband and wife, were arrested? They were arrested. And they were arrested based on this picture that you all are causing a disturbance to the community. There have been 19 complaints that they filed against their neighbors. Let's not forget that. That's why I said that. There have been 170 calls. Yeah, that we've both called on each other. So why aren't they arrested? And so we find ourselves here. So Roland S. Martin was going off yesterday, So arrested. Nicole Mallory was arrested after her husband. So they came on site, arrested the husband, and then arrested the wife. So she was released an hour later. The husband remained behind bars until the following day when the NAACP posted his bond. Now, here's what got me, y'all. This is what got me, and this is how they fucking fuck with you. When is Valentine's Day, right? Next Tuesday. This is a married black couple. What do you think they want to do on next Tuesday for Valentine's Day? Amidst of what's going on? Be with each other. You see what these shady fuckers did? Nicole Mallory court hearing was scheduled for Thursday, while Courtney Mallory is due back in court on February 14th. So you can push her court date up to yesterday, but you can't push his court date up? You fucking assholes. So we're here. I feel bad for this family, and I feel bad for the man because he reminds me of my uncle. His look, his likeness, that whole, because my uncle's from Alabama. You know, the uncle that raised me, he's from Alabama, so he's country all day long. All his words is country, and he's nothing but farm. He grew he did the whole backyard is nothing. Tomatoes, watermelon, everything he grew from my auntie, everything. And so, how dare somebody try to infringe on your happiness, on what you want to do, all because of the color of your skin? You mad because I can afford this shit? Fuck out of here. They didn't ask for this shit. So let's get into this clip. And crew, y'all make sure y'all give me some love and hit that like button. And thank y'all for being here with me this morning, rocking out on these local news stories. Thank y'all. It's stuff we need to know, and we need to talk about it. I know it might be long, but we got to talk about it, y'all. We got to.
Bottom of a viral in El Paso County, a black rancher claiming to be terrorized by his white neighbors and others in the predominantly white neighborhood.
The allegations involve trespassing, vandalism, racial slurs, brandishing weapons, and animal cruelty. And the story taking another twist yesterday when that rancher was arrested.
Fox 31's Talia Cunningham's been working this story for weeks now. Joins us now with what she's been learning from both sides tonight. Talia.
Well, Erica, Jeremy, Courtney Mallory and his wife Nicole were displaced in Hurricane Harvey, moving to El Paso County to start a new life. So their American dream quickly turned into a nightmare for them, telling me they've been harassed, chased, had their animals mutilated, and even more. Things escalating in recent weeks as they become more vocal online. So I talked to Courtney about 3 weeks ago before he was arrested, and he told me that he feared for his life. Now, we do want to warn you at home that some of this content may be considered graphic.
I'm being arrested.
Early Monday morning, Courtney Mallory was taken into custody. Black in America. The rancher's story, one that's taken over social media.
We don't want to become a hashtag.
Nicole, a Marine, and her husband bought Freedom Acres Ranch in 2020. The couple claiming they face repeated acts of domestic terrorism by white residents on their own property. They say their dogs have been poisoned. Numerous farm animals have been slaughtered and gutted. Residents have been trespassing on their land, running over fence posts, burning their Black Lives Matter flags, spray painting racial slurs on their land, even waving guns at them. Photos show unknown vehicles blocking the couple's property and parking on their land. Even social media posts inquiring about pitchforks and fire sticks.
Lynching us, bringing a lynching mob, having a public hanging, fire. They wanted to lock us in and set us ablaze.
Mallory said they've called the sheriff's office countless times over the last 2 years, but have gotten no action or thorough investigations.
It is in fact El Paso County Sheriff's Office that is the main reason that we do not feel safe on our property.
The sheriff's office says they've investigated 19 different complaints and have responded to over 170 calls for service at Freedom Acres. In a statement, they claim the office vehemently denies all these allegations.
We're watching. The world is watching. Get it right.
Now a coalition pushing for social justice and the couple's safety, including the NAACP.
That's ridiculous. At the end of the day, law enforcement should show up for everyone.
The National Association of Real Estate Brokers.
This is a direct violation of the Fair Housing Act.
And the Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Colorado Holiday Commission.
Injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere.
Courtney was arrested yesterday, charged with stalking, petty theft, and tampering with the utility meter. His wife charged with the same crimes. Now she paid a $2,000 bond and was released. However, Courtney was not.
It looks like a bait and switch.
Activists and concerned citizens demanding answers last night, gathering at the detention center, conducting their own welfare check. Courtney appeared before a judge today, and his bond was increased to $6,000 and was paid for by the NAACP. He should be out of jail at this hour. And I actually just received a text. Courtney is, in fact, out of jail tonight. We've also learned that his neighbor was arrested last year for violating a restraining order that he took out against her. And surprisingly, those same neighbors filed a restraining order this morning against Courtney. There's a lot of ongoing and previous protective orders out at this time between these two neighbors. Of course, this is a story we will continue to follow right here on Fox 31. Erica.
Am I back? Now, how clear is it? It's almost like clear as fucking day that there's something going on here. And then you got the police officers department who are saying that we any claim of anything we investigate. It's been several years, over 19 complaints. Y'all should be embarrassed to even come out here and say that we've had this many complaints and now you want to do something about it. My fucking question is, what did you do on the first complaint? What happened after that first call? What happened after the first encounter? They better get Ben Crump or somebody, a good legal attorney, to go ahead and break it down. Like, it don't take 19 complaints to realize that there's something going on. If had that been a white neighbor with a complaint about their black neighbor, I'm sure after the first one, you've done something about it. See, what happened was in November, this story really launched. I think the New York Times or the Washington Post did a big expose on these black ranchers and saying that they, in El Paso, how they are being forced out. And ever since then, the heat has been on El Paso. It has been on the neighborhood and the community. And so now they are being arrested. They're being arrested. Oh, okay. Y'all get some. Y'all got to get. And then once this is let up, sue the fuck. I'm talking about if it's possible to change the charter name of the city, El Paso, sue them. Because this is blatant. You're not protected. All kind of liberties are gone. Sue them. You have that right. The other thing to me is, how do you have people who are paying property taxes in a community, paying property taxes? You have these police officers blatantly allowing their dog to be poisoned and dead, your dog, your animals to be slaughtered. They're coming on property slaughtering. That's clear evidence. What you want? I slaughtered my own animal. You think I poisoned my own dog? I did my own. Yeah, y'all got it. It's a situation going on. So like Ben Crump was saying, this is nothing but a legal game. This is nothing to make it completely uncomfortable and completely unbearable for these two black ranchers to live in this community. They're making it so that you want to move, you want to sell your property. And he's basically, and I'm saying the same thing, stand down. You ain't got nothing to lose here. Stand down in this situation. They want to make it uncomfortable. You're setting the stage up for the next set. Trust me, this ain't the first group of black renters. This is the first we talked about, but it ain't the first group that's facing this in America. So lead by example. Stay the course. Like that woman who got that $1 million for her lawsuit. What was it, $9 million? Stay the course. Stay the course. I want to see y'all win. And shout out to them. Shout out to them. And who wants to be arrested for doing nothing? They didn't do anything. I wonder if they can contact the FBI. They are hate crimes. You killed a dog. Harvey was the worst time in my life. Oh, you was impacted by Harvey? Oh yeah, that's right. You are down there. You are in Texas. What is wrong with non-black people? Like, what the fuck? Why do you hate so much? And so much. It's really out of order and so unnecessary. Queen of the Jungle, it's in their pathology, so it's natural to them. It's nothing for them to hate. They need to holler at Ben. Okay? They need to holler at Ben Crump. Hey, Natasha Milan, good morning. Thanks for coming through. They need to contact the FBI and inform of the hate crimes. Local law enforcement are probably friends, family of those other farmers. Came to get some tea. Okay, that is exactly what I'm sipping on today. Tea. Exactly what it is. I would get a boatload of pit bulls and German shepherds. Baby, how quick I would have turned that whole property into a fortress. Come around this bitch. Electrical fence gates, all kind of motion detector, body heat sensors. Bitch, you clip one, it's a whole nail gun gonna shoot at your asshole. I would have tried to get him. Hey, Justice Southern Belle, thank you for coming through. No, it's for real. It is a shame. Linda B, good morning. Utility meter. Aren't we going too far now? Crazy. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. This is so sad and shameful. These people will die mad. We can't change them. Yep, we can't. Only thing we can do is keep exposing them, keep bringing it to the light. The same way our folks did. And speaking of Black History Month, our ancestors and the leaders in the Black History, the Black movement done, exposing them, showing it, bringing it out, sharing the pictures. That's what I want to do. I want to have it out. Oh yeah, we talked about them. We know who you are. So that way we know what the lesson is, how we know how to conduct ourselves, and we can spot this behavior. Like, there's no reason why. I never knew about Black ranchers actually facing this kind of discrimination until this opened a Pandora's box. And it's like, oh, wait, this is really a thing. No wonder we don't have large Black farms, across America. The largest share of farms is definitely not Black. Okay. I'm praying for this family because we see what this is, period. Some parts of Texas is prejudice as they come. Billy Bob and them are paying off the police, aren't they though? With some corn and potatoes. And here's the thing, T. Trisha one. All odds are these police officers are Latinos. And here we go again with minority on minority discrimination. But as the story continues to develop, we're gonna see. But that's my bet, that we're dealing with a set of, not majority, but some Latino officers in this department who identify. They don't identify as the minority. They think they're the majority. Once they would have killed one of my animals, I would have, baby, that was my whole thing. I said, the audacity. You don't know the memories I have with my dog. Like this one just walked up in here this morning thinking he running the show. Always running it, come in here like he running. Y'all see him on there. Y'all can't see him. I wonder if they call it Peter. Oh, because Peter will be on it. Peter don't care. Peter will get on it. Even small folks like me can call Peter and be like, yo, they around here shooting the birds. They shooting the birds. Peter will be on it. Yes, they will. Queen of the Jungle, they turn on each other for animals. Mad because a black man can buy land. I pray the tables turn in my lifetime. Sick of these heathens. Okay? Good morning. Spook TV. Good morning. They need landmine. Just what? Okay, I'll volunteer to set them up for them. Okay, I would love to see the day when our people have our own cities, using our own and utilizing our own resources. White identified. You got it. You already got it. You got it. Speaking of little Eli, y'all, look at this. Look at him yesterday. Look at this. I said, now I got that because I had let him off the leash and I was walking and talking on the phone, and I turn around, he all up in this damn tree. He chasing after a squirrel, and by the time I pull my phone out, I'm like, get your ass. He done tried to jump down, so I could only get that little bit, but I'm like, crazy self. Now, can you imagine them doing something to him on the farm? Because he'll herd animals. Bitch, I will be lighting shit up. You talking about Ukraine and Russia. Bitch, we sounding alarms at that point. So shout out to these black ranchers. And again, stay the course. Don't change communities. Don't move. Don't sell your property. You got us all behind you. We see this shit. Now, anything that else happened after this, we're watching every last step. Don't waver. Don't. Please don't. We need somebody that's going to spearhead this movement. We got our hands in all buckets. We need someone right here to bring it back to the forefront. Maybe this might open the door as to why we don't have more black farms in America. You never know, but I want us to stay fast on this. So shout out to them. Shout out to them. No way y'all should have been arrested. And shout out to the crew. Oh my goodness, we just got through local news. I did not expect it to be an hour and 30 minutes, but we got through local news today. Thank y'all for being here for the local news portion of the show. We really need to talk about those things, y'all. Whether you knew about it or you didn't know about it, it's something we need to talk about, and let's always stay armed with that kind of information. Now, we're going to switch it right over to quickies and rumors, but before I do that, please, please, please. Now, we're going to get into some quickies and rumors. Just a bunch of stuff I just was like, what? Not worthy of it. But before I do that, those who just come in the room, I do want to remind you, today's quote of the day was, and I showed this at the top of our hour, dear self, I will never give up on you. And it's so powerful. And when you say it to yourself, I want you to go hard on the word never, like you checking a bitch. Bitch, you never, like, fuck you, bitch. Well, you could never. So when you say that to yourself, say it just like that. Dear self, I will never give up on you. Talk to yourself and don't ever give up on you. I don't give up on you. Y'all don't give up on me. We ain't giving up on each other. So that was our quote of the day. Now, our question of the day, and hold your answers till the end of the show. What would you do if your best friend owed you money and they never paid you back? What would you do? Now, I got my answer because I done been there and done that. I had to, grab a bitch by their collar and say, look, ho, I will tell everybody at this table that your card will decline quicker than, okay, don't fucking play with me. So what you doing? Okay, I'm there. I'm that kind of, yes. Yep. That's why I always tell my friends, put me in on the phone. Don't leave me hanging out. Because, see, I'm too vocal. I will definitely say something. Hold up, bitch. I hope we getting separate checks. Don't try to wait till the last minute. Oh, you got me? Because I will tell you no. No, I ain't got you. I only got, I put only a little bit on this card. I ain't even bring my other cards out the car. I don't play them games. So we're going to hold your answer. Hold your answer. And also, we supported, this is Black History Month. where at the King Roman News channel, we pay it forward, baby. We get involved and we support our Black nonprofits. So we've been giving all week, specifically to organizations around Black mental health. And so today we gave to Black Men Heal, an organization designed around giving free counseling sessions to Black men. You, me, all of us. I signed up. They have a weekly group session called the King's Corner. You know, I love anything called Kings. And then on their site, they call Black men kings. They be like, my kings, our kings. I love that shit. So it's very enticing. I say you all go to the website, check it out. If you know anybody who might want to take advantage of the resources, why not? It's free. Sign up. They've already helped out over 1,200 men have applied already. And you know, I'm never too good or bad. So, of course, we supported them. We gifted them with $25. And I noted them special thanks and huge support from the crew at the King Roman News YouTube channel. We featured and highlighted your program during our show. So shout out to y'all, because y'all support helped me do stuff like that. Thank you for being here. This is what it's about. So if you ain't giving nothing, you ain't do nothing, just let people know that, yeah, I did my part. I did give to an organization. I did support an organization, and you know about the organization. It ain't like we just giving. I've talked to you about it. You know it. You can now be a resource. That's what this is about. You got resources now. Oh, girl, you need a free counseling session? Call Loveland Foundation. Oh, dude, you need some sessions? Go to blackmanhill.com. You see what I'm saying? That's what I want. I want us to be able to share that kind of stuff and even teach me something. When I tell you, when I go through my sessions with Black Man Hill, because I am. I'm going to talk to y'all about it. I'm going to talk to y'all about it, and I want to be an advocate for them, and I want to move the message forward. So shout out to them in that organization. All right, let's get into quickies and hot topics. So, you know, I'm a nosy mom. I'm a nosy. I always be in everybody's business. So we started quickies and hot topics last week with Wednesday with DDG and Haley. So DDG and Haley, of course, it was like they broke up or whatever. And so he put this tweet out, all these girls the same, ain't no way. So we were like, oh, they done. Now, some of me said he's a YouTuber. He's trying to be sensational. This ain't really nothing. Well, of course, the next day, here's the tweet. He tweets, the internet's so gullible. Basically, it was a joke. It wasn't for real. There's nothing there. Well, it was a little too fucking late because by that time, Haley's sister had got into that ass. And the sister gives it like I would give it up. What the fuck? Hold up, Joe. Don't be trying to try my motherfucking sister, bitch. She way better than them hoes you've been. Like, she gave it up. So the sister gave it up. So y'all check out what the sister had to say. And shout out to the crew for still being here, still being around. Appreciate it. Bro, appreciate it. Y'all check out what the sister had to say.
So what I don't like is when I wake up or when I go on YouTube first thing in the morning and I see my sister on the blogs and it's over some dude. Daryl, DDG, like, bro, what's wrong with you? Hallie's not like the ones that you've been with. You will not treat her the way that you've treated these others. I don't give a freak if y'all had issues going on. That's what you won't do. Please understand that. Like, you're not going to do her the way that you did everybody else. You're not going to come to social media and try to put her on blast and insinuate or put out something to make it seem like she was doing something that she wasn't doing. You need to pipe down and get yourself together. If y'all broke up, then you need to just unfollow and just keep it pushing. You don't have to put nothing out there like that about all these girls is the same. Are you dumb? Are you stupid? Okay.
Are you dumb? Are you stupid? Okay. So shortly after that, she did that or whatever, right? Her sister reached out to her like, girl, what are you doing? What are you doing? This ain't nothing. So she had to go and clean it up. So she put on her story, my bad, y'all. I spoke to my sis and ain't nothing going on. Let me go back to drinking my water and minding the business that pays me. And here's my thing. Go back to let me know the deal. Because, you know, I'm that friend. Because that's why I said I would have been this friend. Hold up. Y'all ain't about to be out here trying to treat my sis. But she didn't know what was going on. So, but it's funny to me. If this is what's going on, he can do shit like this and it gets him promotion and attention. That's a sign. I'm gonna say it. I'm not wishing bad on their relationship, y'all, but that's a sign. I don't know what sign it's giving me. I don't know the vibe it's giving me, but I just put one. I don't know why I just added. Okay, then you know the little tally signs and then you cross it out. I just was like, okay, all right, okay. Who does that? Who is doing that? Who's doing this kind of shit? Now, who could have known? He could have just been cleaning out his Instagram and wanted to unfollow her and move her pictures off. He maybe, but you know, it's a little too suspicious. Grow the fuck up, boy. Grow all the way up. And hey, Sally O'Malley, great show. Thank you. Hey, I moved to that type of town. I am Black Irish. My light skin keeping me okay out here. Okay. Eli is king too. You're sitting here like a whole king. We Capricorns think alike. You hit the nail on the head. Some Latinos have nerve being prejudiced. Society don't like. You have to, and you have to remind. You have to remind. Baby, I remind. Don't give me no fucking attitude. I'll remind you in a heartbeat. That's why when I was out in California, you could tell I was from out of town. Because I was like, girl, it's a lot. I said, it's a lot. It's a lot going on. She said, what? I said, it's a lot going on out in these parts. I'm just saying. They keep burning them down and flooding them out. I'm praying for them in that situation. Yes, me too. That's what we got to do. Let's keep our prayers and thoughts with them. A lot of folks get on it. Any human who gets angry at injustice will get loud and angry too. That's true. Research Central Park, New York City. Okay, give me an assignment. Park, New York City. Because I know that outside of it being a freak park, I know something else going there. Please hit the like button, y'all. Give me some love this morning. Stay there, put cameras around your house and get a pow pow. Okay, dear self, I will never give up on you. Okay, never. As long as I can move these legs, I probably would mention it. You so messy. I would look at it as it only cost me that amount to get rid of a bad person. Okay, so Wash, I bring only cash to dinner parties for a reason, but I couldn't press it. My bestie has helped me. I love these. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And it gives me good places to donate. One, I did not know they had another sister before the situation. She could have called. Yeah. Yeah. You know. Yeah. I wonder if she a Libra. Yeah, you're right. She could have called her sister off the muscle. It is a sign. Okay, his name be Clyde. That is a sign. I would not play with my relationship for clickbait. Yep. She should have talked to her sister first. You're right. You're right. Well, I am that sister, aunt, cousin, and friend. That means what I say. I wouldn't take nothing back. I signed for newsletter, child, on mental health. I stay on my mental health. Okay, it's worth it. I forgot my squishy ball. I got a ball when I be over here at work, and it just be tense. I'll be over here, my little squishy ball, and it really works. It releases a lot of, and now Eli chewing through the ball. That's the next thing. So I got to order another one. All right, so the next thing in quickies, Glorilla. So Glorilla was asked to perform at this venue. Now she's saying she wasn't asked to perform at this venue. So she was asked to perform at this venue for $31,000, and she showed up. And apparently, she was looking at some girls that was looking at her funny. Now this was out in Memphis, and she didn't like the way they was looking at her. So her and her friends were over in the corner, how unprofessional, looking at the girls talking shit about them. So she ended up getting escorted out, Glorilla, out of the event. And now she's getting escorted out. Those same girls, she was like cackling and act. They called her ass out. No, this is my thing. Well, I mean, I paid money to see her perform, like the flyers say. I don't want to. I'm not interested in nothing else. So y'all
Glorilla when she came to Oakland.
Now notice the friends swinging and fighting. Again, watch your entourage, because Glorilla, you new in the game, and your entourage can cost you some lawsuits. So the entourage is going back and forth with the girl. The girl throws water on her, and she keeps moving. The owner actually comes out and says, "No, I pay her $31,000 to perform. I want my money back, or we're going to court." So he leaked this contract or whatever, and Glorilla is sticking by the fact that she said, ain't no hoe spit on me. Ask that hoe how her face feel though. And no way you think I'm performing when you pay for her hosting, crazy tail self. So apparently she's getting $30,000 to host. Okay. All right, fuck nigga free. and she didn't show up. So stay tuned. Apparently, I saw these two pretty pictures, and I wanted to talk about them. LeBron and his wife. That looks so black excellence. Her arm on him, his arm on her, around her waist. This was like, that's sexy, that's cute. I love them two together. His little license plate said King 918. So I thought that was a cute picture. I thought Beyonce and her trophies was a cute, her Grammys was a cute picture. I labeled this picture Beyonce sitting pretty. Like after all the wins, I'm sitting pretty and I still got so much more to go. Tour bitch. I also want to talk about this. I don't know how many of y'all use it, but I don't. I actually do not. I hate the smell of it, but I know my cousin and folks use it. They're recalling Fabuloso. Fabuloso recalls over 4.9 million bottles following a potential risk of bacteria contamination. So if you recently bought some from a local store, I would just say go to the website, enter your UPC, your product code number in, and see if you have a contaminated one. This is a nationwide, so this could be any state. So you don't want to contaminate your own self with these products. It's bacteria contamination. How the fuck bacteria is growing in something that's supposed to be a cleaning product is more of a reason why I don't use Fabuloso. Next thing was the greatest rapper list. So the greatest rapper list by Billboard and Vibe was released. And here's the top 20. Now, of course, Nicki Minaj was the top 10 and the only female rapper in the top 10. Missy Elliott came in at, was it 17? Not 17, 19. And so people got mad, Some people was upset that Eminem was higher than like Drake and Kanye West. Kanye West was mad. Oh, people are saying Kanye West should be in the top 10. People feel like J. Cole should be in the top 10, and stuff like that. Snoop Dogg laughed it off. Who else laughed it off? Ice Cube laughed it off, said he should be higher. So for the most part, I'm glad Andre 3000 made the list. I think I'm fine with this number as long as Nicki Minaj is where she is. But I wanted to share with y'all the formula. So in determining this, the formula that they used was you had to be an American rapper and not in any particular order, but the body of work and achievements, meaning your charted singles, albums, and your records, cultural impact and influence, your longevity, your lyrics and storytelling skills, and your flow, your vocal prowessness. So when you look at that and you look at the list, I mean, some people I have questions about, but I do understand some of the rankings. But so that came out. And what else is in our quickies and rumors? Oh, so then Quality Control is now sold to Abe. It's called Abe Hype America, which is led by Scooter Braun, the same nigga, the same guy who fucked over Taylor Swift, and then when he sold his record label, turning over their masters and stuff. Well, QC is doing the same thing. City Girls, Lil Baby, Migos, all of their stuff is being sold over to Hype America. Now, people are, saying he's selling out, and that's why we don't have a lot of black owned long running businesses, or because they eventually get to a point where someone does sell the business out. I looked at it as his business isn't one of those industries where I would say it's a Motown. You know what I mean? Like, okay, I don't mind you selling it. But had it been like a Motown, or had it been something where it's more of a staple in the black community, I would question it. But this, I really didn't care. So he went on to say to his haters, there is so much more value when people are working together and not hating and taking each other down, especially when you come from nothing. Stop thinking people are selling out. Instead, see people are selling in, and see what that you are building something to create more for everybody. Black entrepreneurs are not getting these opportunities on a regular basis, and they should be. Baby. So that's where we are with Quality Control. Now, these boots have just taken off, y'all. So everybody is like saying this is a must-have for menswear, except for me. So the Mischief Big Boy boots, they retail for like $400. And it caused a stir because 5 Yo Foreign was out here wearing them, and people were like, what the fuck you got on? And so it's a new look. Now, these are the same designers who made that devil shoe for Lil Nas X with the blood in it. So they made these oversized Astro boots based off of the 2020 film, the Astro Boy boots. And that's sort of the packaging. Now, I don't think I would, I'm not interested. I was trying to see how you wear them. Like, who wants, I mean, give me a break. All of that on your feet? You about to trip and fall over yourself? And can you drive with these? I would be afraid I'm just going to push down on the pedal too hard. You know, slammed in the back of someone. So these are a no-go for me, but they retail for about $400. If you're interested, you can go on mschf.com. And that, my friends, was all of the quickies and rumors that I have for you all. Let me see what you all had to say. One of my Latin clients called the police on me, said I was being the police, asked him what his nationality was, and the police and myself started laughing. Stop. You can't let broke people distract you from the bag, okay? I would my pearls back. Did the contract say explicitly that she would perform and it just wasn't a walkthrough? The contract didn't explicitly say she would perform. It just literally said, it didn't even use the term hosting. It was literally like an agreement for her to, because it's faded out in the main parts that he posted. That's what I noticed. But it just literally was an agreement. It was showing at the bottom that she signed for it. So the meat and potatoes of it is still to be determined. I love Savannah. She helped step up that glam over the last 2 years. I love them. You love, okay? She did. I love them. Beyonce, okay? That stuff stinks. It makes me dry heave. I've seen that product. Yeah, I cannot. It just smells like a laundromat. Yes, Nikki, do your thing. Who created this list? Billboard and Vibe. Just tell me Chuck D is in there. Chuck D is on the list. Drake is my baby. Yeah, that list is trash. But so was the top 100 singers list. Roman is trash. Janet Jackson is my girl. I grew up with Janet. Janet, the Mickey Mouse boots, just ugly. Hype beast culture is wow. No, my grandsons better not ask for. I draw the line at Crocs. Exactly. He said Mickey and Minnie for real. Them damn boots look like Mario Brothers, baby. They out here buying them. I wonder how many people gonna have them for the concert. Bitch, you won't be seeing me in no shit like that. Okay. All right, y'all. So let's get into hot topics. All right. And thank y'all for still rocking. Wow. 150. We got hot topics to go. I'm gonna get through these. I'm about to breeze through these. All right. So side alert. TJ Holmes got another one, y'all. It's another one. I'm so mad. It's another female. And this one, her name is Sasha with a C. Sasha with a C. I started calling her Sasha with a C. So now this one claims that he was making her feel like a throwaway object. So let's get into this, man. Let's get into this. So Sasha is 27, right? And so she was before he was working at GMA and he was in LA working, they were working in the same studio. And he was the only one that would give her that special attention that, oh, you're doing a good job today. I see what you're doing. You know, that special attention that, So was giving her that special attention. So she took a key to it. So there will be late nights where they be working and one thing led to another, text messages exchanging, a lot of pleasantries in the hallway. She eventually ended up in his office late night and it was, touchy feely. Well, that was the sex part. He then booked the hotel. And ever since then, it became booking hotels and going into the office and booking hotels. And then one day he got hired for GMA and disappeared on her. Didn't tell her not one word. Didn't say nothing to her. And so she's out here now talking about it. So my first thing was like, damn. Dang. So y'all remember I was like, he's a lover boy. Oh, he's a lover boy. He could rub your feet and kiss on your ass. No, I think he was pretty much a dog. I think this guy was slinging and just taking any opportunity, any advantage he wanted. So we got Sasha. We got Miss Sasha. Another female staffer. Woman go by Sasha claims she began having an intimate relationship with the ex Good Morning America host after he joined the ABC News team in 2014. He treated her like a throwaway object when he got his promotion. I said, oh, okay. Is that what you thought? She said that, but this was the more ironic thing. She said that she didn't think having a relationship with Holmes was out of the ordinary, calling the ABC News office a rampant culture of sex in a pretty scandalous place. And that's the problem. It's not that he, it is that he took advantage of it, but he also took advantage of the fact that it was so loose for them to be able to do this kind of shit. I can't be at my job screwing people all off in the office. First of all, that ain't what we doing. What is going on? So you obviously know there's an issue here. Well, he don't like this shit. TJ Holmes said, I don't like this shit. So TJ Holmes is upset about his predator portrayal after alleged workplace affair. So he goes on to say, he's well aware of what's being said about him amid his alleged workplace affair, and the negative portrayal is eating at him. He's distraught, completely distraught. He has a daughter. He hates that he's being painted as this predator. And so he's still in the public eye. He's playing the role of a happy-go-lucky guy. You'd never suspect anything was going on. Well, sorry, I don't feel bad for you. And I've been asking, how does the daughter feel? What does the daughter feel about all of this shit? And, it's been alleged that Amy Robach walked away in the situation with a better deal. But it would make sense because here are the things. She's been there longer than him. She had a bigger contract than him with more years left on it than him. And so they paid her what she'd be owed the rest of her contract. So if she has more years left in her contract than him, obviously the payout would be a better deal than him. And so they both signed a non-disclosure agreement. They can't give the details or any more information about what happened, and they're moving on. So like I said, look forward to them being on Lifetime or sit down doing some big expose about what happened. And here on out, their careers has been changed. No longer looking at the news reporter Amy Robach or the news reporter TJ Holmes. We're looking at a couple now. I wouldn't want to say nothing nasty. What y'all think? Oh, can you drop them? Oh yeah. Let me drop it. And thank you. Let me grab this link real quick. I had it saved in a Microsoft Word document, so I'll open the document up. And all right, here we go. If you knew he was married and thought body parts would maintain his interest, you played yourself, Sasha, with a C. Learn from this and move on. Sasha wasn't so fierce, was she? Nah, not at all. Thank you, ladies. I like a little sneaky fun. Let's do it at your job. I'll come to your job and be on some shit like that. But ain't no way we're going to be doing it. Ain't no way I'm going to even allow us to talk about scheduling some type of shit like that in a text message. Because Lord forbid some shit happen and they subpoena my text messages and we got it all. I think like that. Don't text me no shit like that. I'll be deleting messages and shit. Even with my friend. You can't tell me like I'm an attorney or some shit. Don't tell me no shit like that. Please. I don't want to be involved in it. We can talk. Let's go talk about it. I've tried the workplace romance, and luckily for me, it didn't end awkwardly, but it ended. Never again, though. Baby, I wonder where Zap been at and Brick Girl. Oh, shout out to Zap and Brick Girl. Men in the office are hound dogs. They leer. I work in a furniture factory. We do produce beds, but we up in here scrolling on them. Okay, I don't see the problem. Look at you, Natasha. Look at you. Who I'm with on my time is my business. I guess you say who you with on work time is your business. That ain't got nothing to do with your job. You so messy. So messy. All right, so let's get into this other thing. So Brett Favre. Brett Favre is suing Shannon Shannon Sharp and Pat McAfee for defamation. Now you remember this stemmed from the lawsuit of Brett Favre saying, them coming out and accusing Brett Favre of stealing money from Mississippi during the water crisis for the TANF funds. And if you don't know, Shannon Sharp, McAfee, So he's coming out here alleging that they tried to further their careers by making basically baseless defamatory allegations against Brett Favre by saying the truth. It was the truth, and what they said was is that he was paid 1.1 million in TANF for speeches that he never gave. He never gave these speeches. Had they never said this, we'd have never investigated. We'd have never known you didn't, and you'd have never felt obligated to pay it back without interest, by the way, because you do owe interest. You put $1 million in the bank, in 30 days, you'll have interest. You'll have money. The next 60 days, you'll have money. The next 60 days. And so they totaled the amount of interest to be like $250,000 that he just never paid back. And so, and remember, temporary assistance for needy families, that's what's TANF. That's where he got this money from. And it also went to build an arena with his name on it at another school that's predominantly white. So Brett Favre, decided to sue them for this lawsuit. And so people are saying, you're nuts, bro. You're nuts, because the minute you go forward with this lawsuit, you're opening the door for both Penn and Pat, Sharp. What's the other guy's last name? Pat McAfee. You're opening the door for them to subpoena documents to see the truth. You're suing them for defamation, saying they lied on you, that you didn't do this stuff. But in fact, you did do it. And you paid it back. That don't mean that you didn't do it. That just means you paid it back. So everyone's saying it's a hard uphill battle for him to try to climb, but he's going to try. It's always a challenge for a public figure to prove defamation. Favre will be required to show that Sharp and McAfee acted with actual malice, which in this context means proving that they knew or should have known that the statements were false. And so he's going to have to show and prove it, which opens the door to a deep dive regarding whatever he did or didn't do in connection with his interactions with Jen Sturger, including but not limited to the $50,000 fine the NFL imposed on Favre for failing to cooperate with its internal investigation. So I'm here for it. Let's go. Sue him. Open the door up. Don't y'all run. Sue him. Let us get this mess. Let us get the tea. All right, so another story was this, and it only came out of Hollywood Unlocked, and I wanted to respond to it. So Hollywood Unlocked pushed this story out that there's an exclusive that Orlando Brown is reportedly joining the cast of Zeus's network Bad Boys Club. Now, this is only a rumor. Okay, there's been no confirmation of this at all. But Hollywood Unlocked put this exclusive story out, said they got this source who gave them a tip. Now, I personally don't think that this is good for their brand. I don't know if they did a feasibility study around him, but I don't think this is good for their brand. One, if you want bad boys, learning from the first season, this is not a bad boy. And I don't even want to call him a slow boy, but he's definitely not a bad boy. Just given what's going on with him now, he was arrested for a domestic violence arrest in November. And during that arrest, he wielded a knife and a hammer at a man. And so he's on trial now for that. And his attorney is sitting here saying that he wants him to take a mental evaluation to see if he's even competent. His attorney filed these court documents requesting an assessment. So now you want Orlando Brown to be on the Bad Boys Club? That's a no-go to me. That's a no-go and a no-brainer. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. So he can either hurt somebody really, really bad or get himself hurt. And I think they're playing with us. So I wanted to say to him, I saw it come out the other day, but I wanted to see if more information, no other site or article picked it up. So I didn't want to spend like a lot of time about this, but no, I don't think Orlando Brown will be a good fit for Bad Boys Club, especially someone who's reviewing the show. I don't want to see his ass on that show. If he is, let it be like Andrew Caldwell. He showed up for maybe 30 minutes and realized it wasn't for him. And then lastly, we have Trey Songz lawsuit, y'all. So Trey Songz, Atlantic Records, Kevin Liles are sued over a rape claim. Now, this isn't nothing new. This isn't a new rape claim. This is the old rape claim that was dismissed based on the statute of limitations for the victim to file. So she brought this $25 million lawsuit, but this time she included the record label and Kevin Liles because she saw what happened with the Marilyn Manson case where they brought the record label into it and it heightened the case. Now you got more people who are liable and you're not talking about a specific damage, but you're saying the entire thing. You all promoted him knowing he did this behavior. So she's doing the same thing with Trey Songz. And this is why I'm reporting on it, because this is sticky. This is sticky. Because there's no statute of limitations on going after someone who represents someone, and you're saying that the allegations is a behavior that they saw and they should have been able to correct. Because now you're gonna have to prove that, and it's gonna open the door. It's gonna open the door. So those allegations mirror those in her first lawsuit, which was dismissed last November after Neverson's team argued her claim was past the last statute of limitations. The two were at a party in the West Hills section of Los Angeles when Neverson allegedly led Doe to a bedroom, acknowledging the two had a consensual sexual history. Doe claims she was expecting to have another consensual encounter. However, once inside the room, she says things were different. So she said that, he threw her on the ground and anally raped her, ignoring her as she screamed in pain, fought to get free, and begged him to stop. Following the alleged attack, Doe claims her concerned Lyft driver took her to a nearby hospital where she claims that she was given medical treatment and sexual assault counseling. So this, especially for a record label and Kevin Lyles being the manager, being tied into this kind of stuff is definitely not a good look. It's not a good look. It was a consensual relationship. Now, we never were able to get to the point whether or not the accusations were true or not because it was dismissed. But I'd like to know, what Trey Songz attorneys have to say about the actual allegations at this point. Especially with the label being pulled in, I'm curious to see what their defense will be. He has left a trail of trauma during his career. I believe it as he carried himself in that manner. His energy and things he said in interviews let me know who he was years ago. Oh no, not Trey again. I hope he can clear his name because damn, his face card don't decline. Mr. Steal Your Girl. Everything isn't entertaining. That surviving Trey Songz doc going to be wow. That guy needs to be in a mental institution. Yes, he does. Orlando Brown, absolutely oppressing. And good morning. Happy Friday. Thank you for coming through. I can't stand Brett Favre. I am a Green Bay Packers fan. I am from Milwaukee. Favre is a traitor, period. So he defamed himself. They're all messy, ain't they, though? Yes, surviving Trey Songz coming to a lifetime soon. And it's sad because he's very talented, but like everything you do in the dark will come to the light eventually. And having multiple accusations with multiple women sort of around the same thing, at one point I was like, okay, let me see. But now I'm at a point where it's like, okay, I would love to hear your side. I would love to actually see you all go through this so we can determine, was it true, was it not? I'm not taking no sides in it, actually. I'm not saying I do or don't believe her or do or don't believe him. I want to know when they put their stories together, what does it paint? Because there's her side and there's his side, and I want to hear it. I do. I'm sorry, y'all. I want to hear what the fuck went on. Now, is that it? Is that what's happening? Yes, bro. We're a little 8 minutes over time, but we got through so many things. Thank y'all for still being around for hot topics and local news and our quickies and our rumors. Thank y'all so much. It was so much information given away. Now, I asked a question at the beginning of the live. Okay, I asked a question and I wanted to know, what would you do if your best friend owed you money and they never paid you back? Now, at this time, can y'all drop in the chat what y'all would do? Just drop it in the chat. And while y'all drop it in the chat, check this out.
I need y'all help. I'm going to just jump right the hell on in. This is my friend. Her name is Rose. This is me. My name is Key. All right? I have a few dollars. Okay? Rose don't have no money. Rose called me and said, hey, Key, can I borrow a few dollars until Friday? Right? I said, damn, that's no problem because Friday is right around the corner. So this money no longer exists to me because now it is in Rose's possession. And this is where the problem happens, y'all. On Friday, Rose is now MIA. Rose don't want to answer her phone. She don't want to answer a text. She act like she don't know me. She act like she don't owe me no money. She goes to me. That's fine. That's no problem at all because we good. Guess what, y'all? Saturday comes. And Rose pops up on my Instagram story. Yes, Rose is back. But Rose is different because Rose now has a fresh lace front wig. It's installed and everything. She got her nails done. She got her toes done. And y'all, she even posted her at a restaurant eating a steak dinner. Give her a little glass of wine and everything. One would assume that Rose paid for all of this with our money, right? So my question to you guys is, when should I come down and beat the fuck out of Rose for not giving me motherfucking money that she owed me on fucking Friday? Should I give her a chance and let Saturday die out?
Oh my God. You just should I give her a chance or should I come down there and whoop her fucking ass? Let me tell you something. I have got to a point where I do not loan people money, nor do I like people. Like, if you need money, just ask. I don't like the stories. I don't like the, yeah. I don't know. You know that whole saying, it takes one to know one? Like, if I'm a bitch, if you calling me a bitch, it's obviously because you want to. So I'm one of those people. I know what it's like to give somebody want something and you got to give them a story for it. I live with my auntie. Trust me, I know what it's like. So when I feel like somebody's doing that on me, what you want? What's up? Either I got it or I don't. I don't like lending money to folks when I feel like I need it back. So for me, if I'm giving you money, 9 times out of 10, I don't expect it back. That's when I give cash apps. That's when I give anything out. I don't be expecting that back. If I'm giving it to you, especially my family and friends, if I give you money, hey, can I get this? And I give it back to you. I mean, like, here you go. Because I know in my mind, I don't want to be worried about whether I'm getting it back or not. That's how I feel about it. When it comes to friends and loaning them money, I don't loan money for little things. So my thing is, I don't want a habit of, hey, let me get 20 until next week. I don't do that. Those days of my life is over with. You're not asking me for $40 or $60 here or spot me here. You lose your card, I get it. And it's a case by case. I'm more so, hey, I'm trying to move, I just need X amount of dollars just to get my security deposit or something. Can you help me? That to me makes me feel a lot better. So I'm different. I don't want to, if you're going to use me for something or make me feel bad at the end of the day, or if I have to curse your ass out, we got to fight. At least I know it wasn't over $20. Because I've been here and done that. And I told myself I'm never going to argue about $20 or $40 again. We're not going to do that shit. But if it's something big of nature, then for me it's more impactful. And I don't mind. Like, okay, you ain't gonna give it back. That's different, So but I don't put myself in that position, the friends who can ask for money, they know who they are, But I never put myself out like, oh, you need I don't pretend, I don't try to flaunt, I don't try to do none of that. Because I know how it goes with money. Money will fuck up a relationship. Money will fuck up a friendship. You out here asking people for money and then you out posing. You know how people feel about their coin. I know how I feel about my coin. So I'll be like, let me think about it. That was the first step I started doing before I started telling people, no, let me think about it. Let me think about it. Let me think about it. So that's how I feel. Let me see what y'all think. How y'all feel? Yes, me too. I know I won't get my pearls back. Okay, but if it's money I need, I would give her what I could sacrifice, no loan. Now, when my kids, they're grown, say, Mom, can you loan me? I tell them to say, can I have? Because you borrowing, you obviously can't afford to pay me back. I've been blessed from my friends time after time, and I have done a lot for them as well. Same, Roman. I do not care about a backstory. If you need money, just ask. I do not care about what it's going. Please. Lord, they be trying to send you screenshots and try to send you everything to prove, and you be like, look, this is a lot. Now I'm in your business. I didn't even want to know all of this shit. Just ask what you need, and here, let's move forward. And I also don't like when you people borrow money from you or you borrow money from them, and the dynamic of the relationship change. Either you're putting me on a pedestal or walking around eggshells around me, or I'm doing that to you. I don't like that. And I'll crack that ice in the car so minute. I ain't thinking about that money you owe me, right? So we finna go out to this mall, have fun, do what you gotta do, but don't be trying to act like you broke or some shit. Do what you need to do. I know, because in the back of my mind, don't ask me for, don't, you better not be out here. That's me saying don't ask me for shit. Don't ask me for nothing. So yes, Absolutely. Let it finish, King Roman. The video. Oh, it didn't finish. I'm gonna play it again. Not the dry erase board. A best friend, it wouldn't be alone. I would just give it to her free and clear. I am mindful, and those around me are mindful that they cannot abuse or consistently ask for money. I set that boundary early. When they owe you, when it's time to pay you back, the money becomes funky. My rule for loaning money is if I can't afford it to give, period. Period. If I need it back, nope, no sense in me giving it out. So you tiptoe out of the situation. You'd be like, wait, especially if we had a restaurant. That's why I always be like, are we getting separate checks? How we doing this? I'll be everybody ordered around. Then he get to me. So what would you like? Well, I had a question beforehand. Are we doing separate checks or you know? And then I make him ask the group, is this gonna be separate checks or not? I'll be sitting there like in the venue. Shit, I want to know. Cause I'm watching everybody at the table. Bitch, don't be putting that on the table. If you know you won't get it normally, don't be adding that to the check. Lord, giving screenshots and all that sounds like junkie stunts. You know, we know too well about that. If you playing with my money, you're not my friend. You're definitely going to get cut off. Gonna get cut off like this. Check again.
I need y'all help. I'm gonna just jump right the hell on in. This is my friend. Her name is Rose. This is me. My name is Key. All right? I have a few dollars. Okay? Rose don't have no money. Rose called me and said, hey, Key, can I borrow a few dollars until Friday? Right? I said, damn, that's no problem because Friday is right around the corner. So this money no longer exists to me because now it is in Rose's possession. And this is where the problem happens, y'all. On Friday, Rose is now MIA. Rose don't want to answer her phone. She don't want to answer a text. She act like she don't know me. She act like she don't owe me no money. She ghosted me. That's fine. That's no problem at all because we good. Guess what, y'all? Saturday come. And Rose pops up on my Instagram story. Yes, Rose is back. But Rose is different because Rose now has a fresh lace front wig. It's installed and everything. She got her nails done. She got her toes done. And y'all, she even posted her at a restaurant eating a steak dinner. Give her a little glass of wine and everything. One would assume that Rose paid for all of this with our money, right? So my question to you guys is, when should I come down and beat the fuck out of Rose for not giving me motherfucking money that she owed me on fucking Friday? Should I give her a chance and let Saturday die out?
Should she give her a chance? Should she give her a chance, y'all? I say give her a chance. Don't go down to the restaurant embarrassing the girl. You could just sit right next to the table. Girl, what you eating? Oh, that look good. I want what she having. It'd be funny. But don't go down there and beat the girl up at the table. Should I beat her fucking ass? Okay. If I go with a man, he pays, child. I get that date. Okay. Rose is fierce. I don't loan or borrow. Before I ask, like, my friends for money or something like that, y'all already know. I'm going right home. I'm going right into my home, in my inner circle. Home. My TT, my mentors first. Absolutely. Ain't no way. Thank you. Great show. Thank you. Is that the main question? When should I beat the fuck out of? That's what you want to know. No, go to the restaurant and pull her new best friend off her head. Thank you. You might as well put them nails on the table because I'm about to snap every last one of them, bitch. I brought some white out for your feet. We just gonna erase this right here, right now. Y'all just so messy. That gave my whole life. It gave me, I was looking at it laughing. Rose gave a new Gilda wig. It's got a whole wig on. Edge. Now, before I get out of here, y'all, before we end this show, I definitely want to do this because, it's the whole reason, we do this. So I want to make sure y'all really understand me when I say, dear self, I will never give up on you. I want to be as serious as possible. I mean that from the bottom of my heart. I want y'all to take this quote. If I don't give y'all any quote, dear self, I will never give up on you. Secondly, as we continue to pay it forward, Today we highlighted in our mental health highlighting of the week, we highlighted Black Men Heal. And I think it's so important. They offer so many things, and our biggest thing is to prevent and break down these stereotypes, the affordability, the lack of cultural competency, and the stigma. So check them out. It's driven and led by Black women who, in a way, understand in a nurturing way sometimes what a Black man might be facing from the outside looking in. One of the closest allies a Black man will have is the Black woman. So I think this is great. They offer virtual sessions called the King's Corner. It's a weekly session with a group of men covering a bunch of different topics: ADHD, stress management, anger management, self-care, grief, love. They also do gun violence therapy for the family if you're grieving someone lost from gun violence, or if you got a child going to jail over gun charges or anything like that. And we need that because a lot of us do face this in our own families. And then also the best thing is that they offer individual therapy, one-on-one sessions. Check in. They give you 8 free sessions. They have a 70% attrition rate, meaning you move on, you still stay on in the program. And that's a good thing. Those numbers need to be promoted. Most people think that, after your 8 free sessions, Black men aren't going back. 70%, that's high. That's high. And then so we donated $25 to them today to help them carry the message forward from you and I. So shout out to them for doing the work. And shout out to y'all for being here today. We covered so many things today. Man, we covered so many things. Look at this. Let's see. We hit everything here. So we got into just to give you a rundown what we talked about today. We did a Alana Sims update. And this is a very sad story. Come to find out, the baby dad did murder the pregnant girlfriend. You got to check the beginning of the show out for more details about that. The woman whose daughter was attacked on the bus, we talked about this clip. Well, now she got her son getting attacked on the clip as well. Terrible situation. We talked about the blackface situation where the girl literally had blackface on her face as she sat there being sprayed down by her friend, thinking it's something funny and something cute. None of this shit is cute. So they've been expelled by the Archdiocese of Philadelphia, at the direction of the Archdiocese of Philadelphia. We talked about the woman who was arrested because her daughter went to school and repeated and verbally wrote down during story time what happened. She said, my mother and father got into it. My father punched my mother in the eye. My mom said, literally, she said this stuff. My mom said, got the gun, and she started shooting at him and told him to get out the house and don't come back in or she gonna shoot again. Well, she was arrested, and she never called the police and reported that stuff. We talked about the Asian Karen. Child, come on. Got to get into that story. We played a video clip of this woman just hysterically crying for no reason. We talked about the Black ranchers, and we're gonna stay tuned to this story to see what happened. And we also talked about the 19-year-old who was robbing people at gunpoint through the Grindr app. Be careful in Atlanta. We covered, we talked about TJ Holmes and another girl, Sasha with a C. He need to just call it quits, child. We talked about the Brett Favre lawsuit. And we talked about Orlando Brown potentially joining the Bad Boys Club, but I wouldn't hold my breath. And then we ended on Trey Songz lawsuit. So thank y'all. Thank you. And I hope y'all hit the like and gave me some love this morning. Okay, because y'all know we won't be back with the show until Monday, but we will wake and breathe on Sunday. And members, remember I told you we're going to be doing a members segment. So Sunday's show will be members show specifically. So after today, I'm going to write in the members community wall a list of things. Y'all let me know what y'all want to talk about. And we're going to start doing our Sunday show dedicated to the members, dedicated to y'all. Okay, that's why I want to put them on members only. So y'all let me know what y'all want to talk about. I'm going to throw some topics in there so it give me time to prepare for them. But I'm going to throw any and everything in. If y'all got something else y'all want to cover, throw it in there. It could be anything. If y'all want to talk whatever it is under the sun, goats escaping. domestic violence story, y'all want to talk about new products, fashion, music, whatever it is, that's the members only show specifically because I want to just give my time and attention to y'all, whatever y'all want. I'm here. But thank y'all for being here. Really do. I hope y'all hit that like button. I hope y'all enjoyed today's show and this week's show. We've been evolving and growing. And always, if y'all can get a moment to share some of the video out in your own networks, and do me a favor, when you do share it to like a friend or something, ask them what they thought about it and share that with me on our members only lives on Sunday. Wake and breathe. Share that with me. Share, it never hurt my feelings. I don't know who they are, but it would be great to just get some feedback from outsiders also. So I'm gonna hold y'all to that. And I'm gonna ask y'all Sunday, did y'all get any feedback? Let me know. Help me grow. And that's all I have for y'all. I love Lorna Doones. The cookies. Oxy, if I be safe, y'all. Yes, thank you, Linda B. With a big glass of cold milk. Y'all trying to get me a sweet tooth early. Have a great day, everyone. I hope you have a tremendous weekend ahead. Great show. Thank you. Drop some crowns in the chat. Yes, she had a long enough time to make up a lie. That's my man, TJ. Did you cover the little boy being assaulted on a school bus in Texas? No, I didn't. And I'm sensitive about that's the boy who was raped on the school bus. I'm so sensitive about covering that story because this actual video footage of him being raped. I might include that on our Monday show. I just gotta, because I be getting flagged down in the back about these child stories and stuff. That's why I'm trying to lighten it up. But yes, I saw it. Actually, somebody in the crew sent me that on Instagram, and I just been sitting on that story. But now that you brought it up, I might just put that in our Monday show. It's a sad story, y'all. When I tell you it's a sad story, and what pisses me off is that when you have actual evidence out here and we still linger on, like the man masturbating in class, but he still got to show up this whole fucking week. I'm still paying attention to that story, so I'm gonna add that. Thank you, Joanna. Thank you. I just heard about that. Just terrible. It is. It's sickening. Let's talk about George Santos, that queen in the Senate. We're gonna get George Santos. Maybe he don't lie about every fucking thing. George Santos need to call it a whole quit. Q King Roman, enjoy your weekend. Thank you all. All right, y'all, we about to get out of here. Thank y'all for being here. I appreciate it so much. Shout out to the crew for holding me down like y'all always do. I don't ask for nothing more, nothing less, just to see y'all avatars and faces in the chat. I appreciate it. So until next time, crew. Until next time, babes. Deuces. Good morning. Thank you for being here this morning.
Let's go. Oh, let's start this show. King Roman News gonna come right through. Gonna give you that news just like you know he can do. Hot topics in your face, baby. King Roman knows his place, baby. King Roman News.
Good morning.
6:30 a.m. Eastern time, baby. He's gonna come right on time with the news just for you. Celebrity news, politics, and local news just for you. King Roman News. Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Let's go. Hey, let's start this show. King Roman News, coming just for you. King Roman News, coming just for you. and Friday. Keep warming news. Keep warming news. Let's go. Let's start this show.